I was telling him that I just ordered in a bunch of like Indian food from like a top-notch Indian food restaurant here, and I'm
Yeah, I
like
saw the
dying.
tweets.
Yeah, the tandoori has exacted a terrible price upon my body.
All right.
Again, has
So
armor
as a
shadows up.
recap, because we haven't played in a little while, you guys are helping this mysterious figure named Argyros lay
Becoming less and
siege.
less mysterious over time.
Yeah. He's essentially his manor was attacked and innocents were murdered at his art show. He identified the perpetrators Miros, who all but admitted it. Actually, no, he didn't all but he full blown admitted it to you as you were walking up the stairs. I can repeat the dialogue if you guys that would be helpful. But
I think I
um,
remember it. He was being really arrogant and like taunting us.
yep, he's generally being a piece of shit.
Yep.
He's behaving the way Argos described him. And you solved your way through a puzzle and walked upstairs after falling a bunch of times in a mysterious spike trap, which you mysteriously were not killed by due to a mysterious force. Aldrich got some secret information that no one else got, and you made your way into a very humid room after a dialogue by Miros, and he stopped an elevator and made you get off here. And you were in a jungle, and you heard a crackling sound that everybody rolled in really good. I can't
Yeah,
remember
that
what the
was
check
one of the
was.
things I was going to ask first. Is like, how did we deduce they were guns? Because we haven't seen anything yet. We just deduced it from the sound.
Yeah, so I'm gonna retcon that a little bit because everybody rolled really good insight on that roll. So, but after we sort of established, Bill and I sort of established how rare guns are in this world, you don't necessarily you have an idea that it might be a
It wasn't a spell. Like we can rule out that it
yeah, it's
wasn't a
definitely
spell,
not a
kind of.
spell. It's definitely not a spell, and it sounds like some kind of weapon.
Okay.
Like all of you are well versed in Arcana, and you understand that what spells sound like, and that was definitely not a spell.
Okay.
And you can kind of there's a strange scent in the air.
I'm gonna
All
I'm
right,
gonna I'm gonna get low, and I'm gonna put my mouth up to my lips. Be like, all right, let's go into stealth mode, folks.
yeah. So you guys are in this jungle room. What are we doing?
How close did those sounds sound?
They sounded not like terribly close to you, but they're definitely in the room. So I would say this is a huge room. Like it encompasses the like basically the entire circumference of the tower, basically, and it's got windows on all sides. But
So we just came
the
in
room is massive.
from here or here.
Yeah,
Okay. So
the room is like over 100 feet in diameter.
is it easy to tell like which way would be like the way out? If that makes sense. Like if I'm like looking over, and could I see any possible exit?
Yeah. Make a perception check.
Gotta get that character sheet going.
I mean, didn't we just step off the elevator?
Yeah.
So you kind of stepped off the elevator and you were blasted by humidity.
Yeah, just based on this, I'm just wondering, like, okay, so we stepped off here, so I'm facing out this way, looking
Yeah.
around, and
Um,
I just want to
but
like
I
see which
you can
direction.
just make a general perception check on the room and see what you guys feel. Yeah, with that you don't really see where an exit might be. You know, there's an exit like behind you, but you're not sure of any other ones.
Does anybody have any spells that we can like use to sense or? Oh, we have root. I forgot. So root
Yes,
want to
we
do some
do.
scouting.
Yep. Root's gonna fly up high. And then he's gonna play it cool and act like a normal bird.
Root
Okay,
is the eye in the sky,
where are
looking at
you
you.
where are you flying? I can reveal areas that you can see.
Fly up real high. How high does the roof go?
Just literally any time we go into a blank room, it's like I fly root around and we see everything
Yeah,
now.
I underestimated the power of root, and I'm like
Yeah,
fine with it.
I know.
Let's live with this forever.
Hey, I have disadvantage sometimes.
It's true. You can't have
Yeah,
root getting
Root's
got.
definitely. I mean, yeah.
Root's
Bud is
going
not.
up.
Bud is like hindered in a lot of circumstances, but he has an advantage, and Root is powerful in this scenario, which is fine.
You just have to protect root. That's the most
Yeah.
important thing.
Except that he can be conjured back. So he's,
But if he dies, then
I
it's
know.
like
You-
not
you-
immediate.
You don't have him for some time.
Yeah.
Okay, Root's going this way.
Okay. Root sees all this. So it's
Okay.
just it's more jungle, some like interesting looking plants. Some you're probably not familiar with. They look some of them look kind of alien.
Also,
Did we or did we not see some hungry hippos?
no, that
No,
was
you
all
have not seen
deduction.
any.
That's now
Yeah.
been retconned away.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you don't know
Okay.
anything about these hippos.
Root's going this way.
I would say as Root's going, let's kind of follow him, and let's I
Yeah.
can disagree, but let's like stay
these
in the
bushes.
brush, in the trees, and stealth through it, and like not obviously move slowly, so we don't draw any attention.
We haven't rested since like the fight at the
No, you guys are fully
fire
rested.
element.
You have-
Right?
We're completely rested.
Yeah,
'Cause
you're completely rested.
we,
If you remember, you Argo said it would be a good idea to wait a night after you like left a pile of corpses outside the warehouse.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I do remember that part then. Just to make sure, because I had used spell slots and I was like, did we use anything yet?
Yeah.
But
Which
Unless you, use something
you
to figure out
You
that
do remember
puzzle.
you accosted Argyros about him potentially not being careful and making Miros known of us coming, but you also remember that you left a pile of corpses outside his warehouse.
Yeah, that the guards discovered. So the guards are definitely in his pocket. But yeah, I would say I would be like, hey, let's follow Root through. Let's stealth, saying to Argyros to lead the way if he agrees with that.
Yep. Yeah. He nods his head. He moves carefully. Where are you trying to get to, basically?
So I want to do this. I want to follow this like tree path, following kind of like behind Root. I mean, obviously Root's going to be moving faster, so we're going to be stealthing through. If this is all like, is this brush or trees or something we can move through?
Yeah. So these are. It's like a thick trees with some underbrush. So you can move. I wouldn't call it difficult terrain, but it's definitely not like you can't like see through it easily.
Okay, I just want to stick to that as Root flies over, and I guess Bud like relates to us what Root sees.
Let's see. You guys get to about. Yeah, I'll say you guys get to about there,
Okay.
and everybody roll a stealth check. Stealthy as fuck.
Hold on.
Damn. Wow, everybody rolled great. All right, you seem to be moving silently. There's no twig snaps or anything weird in the jungle.
do we notice anything like visible?
Yeah.
I guess in the near region as we're walking through.
Or hear any other obviously sounds.
I'm gonna move you over here, bud. Not yet. But Root is about to. I'm gonna resolve something real quick. Actually, I need to get Argyros's rogue ass motherfucker.
I would ask Argyros while we're walking, have you seen any of this type of plant life before, or where we would possibly be, or why Miros would have an arboretum inside of his tower? It's a bit of an eccentric man, I assume.
Yeah, he looks at you. He says, I've certainly seen some of these plants in my travels. Certainly, many of these are not native to this region. However, I was not aware that Miros had a room such as this in his tower, but it doesn't surprise me. His reputation for opulence.
Hmm.
Yeah, you don't recognize the plants.
Yeah, I want to inspect the plants and see if I. Okay.
So we short rested, correct?
We long rested, and we
long rested.
Unless you
have all
used
your
any
spells back.
spells like while we were sneaking through, which I don't think we did, or you
Yeah.
used them while we were trying to solve the puzzle.
I don't think anybody has
Totally
used the
open.
spell yet. I think we're all good.
Okay, good.
I would kind of say jokingly as we continue like moving, like the capping that conversation, be like, well, I wonder what's in your tower. To Argyros.
He said, my tower is mostly a staircase and a nice view of the city. It's also where my bedroom is. You're welcome to see it when we finish this. And he gives you a.
Gin's like
he
face
shoots a
turns
wink at you.
red. Yeah, Gin's face turns like anime red. He's like,
Okay. All right. Hey, Alex, go ahead and roll a perception check for Root. And I think
Okay.
it's with advantage because he has heightened senses.
Root always has the owl eyes on. Malice owl eyes.
All right. So you see, as Root's kind of panning over this way, he sees something he sees an underbrush kind of move as something's moving through it, and he is able to see a large creature moving through the brush.
That's an owlbear.
Oh shit. Yep.
And you can roll a nature check on that for me. Only Bud. Yep, that's a fucking owlbear. Owlbear up in this bitch. You also see some. Actually, I'm gonna reveal this because there's not anything in the way. There's a big plant in the middle of this room. and it's pink, and it's got a lot of tentacles, and they are kind of moving around on their own.
That's a Godzilla villain. Oh wait, that's metagame. What is that Godzilla villain called? Biolante.
The purple.
That's Biolante.
Yolanda?
Yolanda.
Okay. Well, I'm going to
Figured this chicken would be too much.
let the party know that there's an owlbear up ahead and a big old plant that's moving around.
Okay, let's avoid the owlbear and the plant.
Why don't we just keep having Root fly around?
Yeah.
Is that owlbear on the ground?
Let's fly over there.
Owlbear-
Yeah, the owlbear is not flying right now.
Can Root connect because they're both owls?
You can certainly
That's
try.
risky.
We'll wait. If it comes to it, then we'll try it.
Let's
Can
go
an
look over
owlbear
this way.
fly?
I think owlbears can.
All right. So as this is happening, you guys hear another crack. One of those cracks that you heard as you walked in the room. Barely hit. All right, and you see something. The owlbear kind of cry out. Everybody hears the owlbear cry out as something appears to have dealt some damage to it.
Does it look like we know where it came from? Like, I mean, I guess does Root see?
Only Root would be able to tell, and I would say you can make a perception check.
With advantage.
Yeah, you're not quite sure. It was, I mean, whatever it was.
Okay.
Yeah, again with that, you're not quite sure. Whatever it was moving. Like it was like instant, so it was hard to tell where exactly it came from. But the owlbear looks wounded. And you're not really familiar with this kind of attack, so you have a hard time kind of pinning down where it came
Owlbear's still
from.
moving. Is it enraged? Is it moving?
Yeah, it's
somewhere?
mad. So it's actually gonna move. It's actually gonna move over here under Root.
Okay, let's go this way. Let's start sneaking this way.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, bud,
Okay.
get Root out of there. Let's try to find an alternate path.
Root's gonna go this way, but staying clear of that plant.
Yeah, so will we. I want to navigate through this.
Hey, Alex, make a stealth check for Root.
With advantage.
No, not advantage.
What is Root's? I don't know if owls wouldn't have stealth, right? They only have the main stat.
Well, stealth is just dexterity modifier.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever the
Typically.
dexterity modifier is.
Let's see.
It's probably +2.
I'm guessing with that roll, it's gonna fail.
Yeah. I'm just
Check.
wondering. It's +1. So yeah,
Yeah. So as he's flying, you hear
Root's about to get shot.
Oh my god.
a strange voice say, "Lionel, do we have an owl in here? Do we normally have an owl in here? What is that owl doing there?" And you hear a crack.
Root! Ooh, what you say?
How many health points does Root have?
Oh god.
Too many dice.
How many health points does he have?
It's got to be less than 10.
It's 1.
Is it really one?
I think
Yeah.
it's really low.
I mean, if he's just a regular owl, tiny beast,
yeah.
unaligned, hit point 1d4 -1. So I mean, it could be
It could be 0.
And my other
Okay,
campaign.
well,
three max.
If it's 1d4 -1, it doesn't matter what it is. Root is sent to the ethereal plane as
Oh,
Fuck.
he is shot out of the air.
It is a new what you
And you
say.
hear, it is a new what you say. Oh yeah, I forgot to play the music. The music was working last time.
Root.
Root.
What did I do?
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck, this is terrible. You're blind now.
Yeah, Root is down.
Root's gone.
It was advantageous
This
in
is
this
so long.
blinded room, but you also have some very potent enemies.
Did Root
And you
see
hear
anything?
you hear another voice
Before he went?
Another voice say, "So, what all did you? How much do you perceive from Root?
I mean,
Is it
I-
just sight?
I think we decided if he wants
mean-
to use other senses, he can, but most of the
Right.
time it's just sight.
because as a forest gnome, I already have talk with small animals inherently, but then I also have obviously a deeper connection with him. So I mean, I don't know. It's up here. It's definitely more
roll
than a
perception check
normal
for me.
person.
Yeah, roll a perception check for me.
17.
Yeah, so with that, you kind of know where Root got hit, and it's off in the direction, kind of the northwest corner of this room.
Okay.
Or northeast, sorry.
Can we hear where these voices are coming from?
Yeah, do we hear those
Yeah,
voices?
you can make it. Yeah, you guys hear the voices. You can make a perception check on if you can hear where they're coming from. But
Well, it doesn't really matter. We're gonna move we're gonna move
Right.
over
Yeah.
to where we were moving. We can't move to the owlbear, and I don't want to go near the plant. So we only have one choice.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start
Alright.
going that way.
All right, everybody make a stealth check.
Hmm.
See if Argyros can save your ass.
Like, bud, what the hell just
Fine.
killed Root?
I don't fucking know.
All right, we have to go. I would like motion to
Good
Aldrich and
spell.
Darcy, and Argyros, but like Aldrich and Darcy would like know this. I'm gonna like motion to y'all to like we have to go without saying it, but kind of implicitly it's like we have to go into like we have to describe everything that's happening if we get into a situation because Blood needs to know. Like whenever anytime this happens, we have to like overly describe our situations so like Blood doesn't get as much disadvantage from being blind.
Argyros would nod and he would say, Bud, stay close to me. How is your hearing? Can you hear where my footsteps are? And
Yep.
he'd kind of take a few steps. And he'd say, stay close to me. I'll defend you, and I'll let you know where the enemies are.
Appreciate it, Argyros. We gotta stay away from that owlbear.
I need to remember I have my boots. They give me advantage on stealth checks.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, good point. Aldrich, however, as you're going, you kind of trip over a twig, and it breaks, and you sort of fall down and kind of grunt.
Oof.
And at that point, you hear him say, Richie, I think there's more than just an owl in here. And you get the sense that whatever assaulted Root is aware of your presence. Maybe not exactly where you are, but they know something's in this room with them.
All right.
And you hear another voice say, well, Lionel, this hunting just got a lot more interesting, don't you say?
I'm gonna telepathically say to Argyros, should we try to ambush him? Should we just like get down, hit the deck, get into the trees, try to fuck them up if they're approaching us? How close do they sound?
They're still pretty far away.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we need to. I mean, I can disguise.
You can set
I
a
can,
trap, right?
Illusion us or snare.
Yeah. So like, okay, if they're heading our way, if we stick here for like another like 30 seconds and it sounds like they're getting closer, or we can perceive anything, I say like let's just set up a trap here, and like let's just all hit the deck. Let's go prone. All prep a spell. Everybody prep a spell, and then we spring it on.
Yeah. So
Aldrich wants
is
to
a
get some
wall?
dirt and rub it like under his eyes.
Oh yeah, no, I'm already doing that. I'm as I'm saying this to Argyros, I'm digging mud out and I'm like putting it on my face like Schwarzenegger, and I'm like my eyes are like really intensely focused on this.
He looks at you and he smiles and he does the same.
I'm pissed that they killed Root, and I don't want them to get the jump on us. Like if they're hunting,
Yep.
I'm gonna be like Argyros, they're hunting this. This is their zone. Like they just said, do we have an owl in here? This is like some like. This is something they're much more familiar with than we are, so we should not walk into them.
Yep.
So I'm gonna get over here, and I'm gonna get prone, and I'm gonna get muddy.
roll to get muddy.
All right, wait. Where are you? You're right here.
Well, no, I'm saying like I want to move. I want us to all move. Like obviously we're not gonna get in like this area, so we need to get like in the shrubbery around.
Okay.
So I would like.
All right, Argyros would say. Argyros is going to go right here because he wants to be close and he's stealthy.
Okay.
So he wants to be in the vanguard. He would say, with this plan, he might say it makes sense for Root to stay back a little bit and not on him.
You mean Bud?
Oh, sorry, yeah, Bud. He'd say,
Okay, yep.
But with this plan, it might make sense for you to stay with one of your comrades. Because I plan on getting very up close and personal.
I would telepathically speak to Argyros as he goes over that direction and be like, watch those tendrils from the Little Shop of Horrors thing.
He turns around and gives you a nod.
Like, what the fuck is that? Can I do like a nature check on that if I have a good look at it?
Yeah.
It's Biolante.
That's a good nature check. You're not. It's a plant that appears to not be from. It's not any plant you're familiar with on this plane.
But I'm like, okay, I'd be familiar.
Yeah,
you can tell me no, but I'd be
That's
familiar
what
with like Venus flytraps type stuff and like the
Yeah.
predatory plants. Like the concept of that. Does it look like that?
I wasn't done.
Okay.
But you do know that this does look like a kind of predatory plant, and
Okay.
that it has all of the telltale characteristics of a plant that catches its food.
Yep. Like, okay, I'm really serious, Argyros. That thing's a predatory plant. Like, don't get near it. It might be able to sense you and grab you.
Yeah, he gives you a nod.
Now tell everybody else that as well.
Yeah, he looks at you and he kind of looks like he deduced the same thing after giving the point a look over once you say that.
Okay.
Okay, Darcy's going to come over here with Jen, carefully avoiding that plant, and stay over here. Feel this area a little bit more. All right, and with this positioning, you guys have lost sight of the owlbear.
Perfect. Okay, Bud, you should set a
Where
trap.
do you want me to put the trap?
You should set a trap like right. So now we have a
This
choice.
is choke point.
We right here, or yeah, if we're gonna set it for the owlbear, then let's set it back here. I think that might be a lot smarter. Let's set it for the owlbear in case it hits us on our flank, since we know it's behind us somewhere.
Okay.
So let's put it right here. So how wide is the space?
Yeah, get Root's body the fuck out of here.
Is it 10 feet, 5
I
feet?
don't want to see it.
Are you asking me, Dylan, or are you asking me? Alex?
I'm asking, but
5 to 50. It's 5.
it's 5. Okay, so it's only 1 square. So I would say let's
Yeah,
put
but you
it.
do know that the owlbear is large and it takes up a decent amount of space. So
Yeah.
when it's walking, it leaves large cracks.
Right. So we put it in this choke point in case the
Yeah, I would even
whoever
put it
else is
like
coming through it.
right
Out here?
there. Right,
Okay.
Yeah, over here somewhere. I don't know. There's a chance it can just go around it if it's only 5, so we just have to hope it doesn't.
Right. Well, I mean, is this a path or is this like water? I can't tell. Like, is this like a
Right.
worn path?
That's ground. That's ground.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if this is a more traveled than this, then yeah, I mean, we can put it. We'll put it out
Does
here.
alarm waste a spell slot as well?
Yeah.
Okay, don't use alarm then. Just use the trap. Okay, so
Yeah.
I would get working on that immediately because that's like what, a 10-minute thing?
It's a 1.
1 minute? Okay, so just start working on that. And they're like headed this way.
Yeah, 1 minute.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna put. I'll draw.
I don't have anything I can prep really.
What if we start a fire, a forest fire?
I thought about
Like-
that. I thought about shooting a flame arrow because I have a crossbow
That's
into the
2 for
plant.
2 on taking my ideas. These are Aldrich's ideas. The
Wait,
war
what's the
paint,
other one?
It was Aldrich first.
No, I sent that Schwarzenegger gif like a month ago. No, I've been.
Fucking did.
Gen's been. Yes!
Aldrich is coming
Check
up with
the
these
group
clever
me.
things, and Gen's like, I already thought about that.
No, I'm saying like let's start a fire, but then I'm like
Yeah.
I don't really want to die in here. So if the fire actually catches and like starts burning everything, like I don't know if I want.
It's
Well-
pretty rainforesty in here.
Yeah, is it like damp?
Yeah, it's pretty humid in here.
It's humid.
It's
That's right.
inside. It's going to be humid as fuck.
I kind of
Okay.
want to shoot an arrow into the plant, the giant plant over here, just to see. But if it can move, like can it move? Like I probably can't move, right?
It appears to be rooted to the ground.
Okay, I'm gonna. Do I have a clear like line of sight on this as we're like waiting here and Bud's doing his trap? Do I have a clear line of sight to this plant?
Not really.
Is there another plant right next to us?
Yep.
Or is
This one?
okay.
Could I arc a crossbow bolt over the plant and shrubbery into it
You can try.
theoretically? Okay, I wanna tell Darcy. Does Darcy know a flame spell or only like Aldridge? Do you know a flame spell other than like bonfire? We'd have to place it on the ground.
Yeah, I know Firebolt. I think all of us know Firebolt.
Okay, I don't know
I do not know
firebolt.
Firebolt.
Okay, I'd
Sorry.
be like Aldridge, get over here, light this arrow up. I'm gonna shoot it into the plant monster. I want to see what happens.
While we're prepping, also, I made this. Am I gonna have time for something else, or other than the snare?
You can try.
I was just gonna speak.
There are things happening while you do it. So.
Well, do the
long
snare
is the
first.
Casting time on snare. Isn't snare 1 minute casting time?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I would
Actually,
say no. You probably
just shoot
don't
a fire.
Okay.
Aldridge,
I was
you
just
stand
gonna
right-
cast, or not cast. I was just all I had to do is speak a word as a bonus action to my snake staff,
Okay.
and turn it into a giant
Okay,
constrictor.
that's fine.
Ooh, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you can do that.
Hide that
And
in the tree with
have it in the
Argyros.
Yeah.
Actually, I'd say Aldridge, like, if we're gonna do this flame thing, I mean, you don't have to do this, but you just shoot a firebolt. Why do I have to shoot an arrow? I'm being dumb.
Well, I kind of like the idea of argument, so
I like the idea of
yeah, I
that.
can just shoot a Firebolt.
Or you could just do a bonfire in the center of it. It'd be even better.
It's true. But, I mean, I guess before we do that, are there any other preparations we're gonna what? The snake?
This is
The snake?
It's a snake. I don't have any
Can I
like
pick it
things
up?
I can prep
No.
really.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it doesn't let me combine.
just do one. It just looks like this.
I got 2 snakes now.
Deleting one.
They're both gone.
Oh, okay, hold on. Let me give me.
wait,
another
here, wait,
shot.
no, here. Hey, let me help you out.
Okay, is there another? I guess I could do the.
I feel like
gotta
there's a snake somewhere.
Yeah,
I
you
guess
got
bonfires. Bonfire's better than firebolt because firebolt will give away our position potentially.
I mean, I could start bonfire on the middle of that big ass plant.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling either you
There,
or
let's
Aldridge
do
do.
it.
I mean, you're casting that shit, so like
yeah.
you can let
Go
Aldridge do it.
Aldridge.
You said you're doing it as well?
No, I
No,
said
he's
you go
casting
do
a
it.
spell. He's casting his own thing. His 1 minute
Oh.
spell.
Okay, so I guess we'll wait till that's done, and then we can bonfire the plant. What if it's friendly?
I mean, nothing's friendly.
Never know.
I'm not gonna say anything is just friendly just because maybe it is.
All right, all I could find was a lizard, but you're getting a lizard.
Okay.
There's definitely snake tokens.
We're gonna lose the hell out of that thing.
Yeah.
It blends in really well.
It needs to be bigger.
Is it large?
Yes.
Yeah, it has like 60 health.
There we go.
Well, so that's the thing. This
The snake is broken.
I need to
no,
go put some
I'm
clothes in the
killing
dryer
Staff
really
of the
quick.
Adder,
BRB.
It says that it's a.
BRB.
What do you say?
Wait, where the fuck is this?
I'm pretty sure there's a snake. There's a snake token.
Do you know what it's under? I'm trying to find it.
I could rejoin as GM, but I'm not gonna do that.
Didn't we just?
I don't remember what to search or anything, but I know there's one.
Yeah, I'm looking. It's not in wet caverns. Familiars and summons. That might be it. Ah. this
Well,
is
you
looking
can
more
search
promising.
names of stuff. You can just type in snake at the top.
Found one. Big ass snake.
I don't know if it's that
Got
big.
60 health. What's it? All right, fuck it.
No,
Jesus Christ.
it's 20.
It's easier just to put it in that
It's 20 health.
size.
I don't know
Oh, it's
what.
20
what
health.
You said
Yeah,
60
what-
at one point.
No, I know that. Remember, you and I both looked it up last time, and it said the descriptions changed.
Well, I looked it up and I think I saw like 12 health or something, but then I wasn't looking at a giant. I was looking at like a normal snake.
No, right. Last time, like this was already in D&D Beyond. I had it in my inventory,
what?
and the description said it turns into a giant
Made it?
constrictor snake. Now it doesn't say that at all. It just says that it's a snake, and you can. What the fuck? It's Staff of the Adder, right?
Wait. You have the one. No, okay. You're getting Sirocco and the one Bud has is the one that you like hit people with. It's not. It's still
No,
a staff.
I know. I know. But I don't know which one. The one that I looked at last time was not the one Sirocco had either.
You have Staff of the Adder. Yeah, with
I
this
could have
character.
sworn that
So
it was.
Staff of the Python is the one you have with Sirocco that can become a snake, and it becomes a giant constrictor snake that has 60 health points. Staff of the Python.
That's
This is the one Sirocco had, and then
okay. Maybe we used them then.
the Adder this is the one that.
Yeah. No, I guess I just I linked it. I thought from.
What does your item say? Do you have an item?
No.
Like
It's
added in
Staff of
D&D
the Adder's right.
I just
I'm
clicked both of them
confused
into the thing.
So Staff of the Adder is it's like it's not this at all.
Yeah.
The weird thing is that I could have. I mean, I could. I
Did
mean,
you
I
use
had-
your Python in the last campaign?
Yeah, so Sirocco has the Python.
right. So I have the
Bud has the
Python
Adder.
one there, but I thought I don't know.
When did you get a staff the adder?
Staff of the Adder was in Edrin's Tower.
Yeah. So never mind. I don't have a snake that I can. Like I can still ready if like I can equip it if I want. But it
By the
doesn't-
way, I mean, you can DM
Goodbye,
hammer
Snake.
this and say that Aldridge definitely didn't do this, but I mean, we didn't do anything until like 9 p.m. today. Isn't that right? Like we were
That's
just
correct.
sticking around until the evening. His like Codex Copious. Did he learn a spell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you read
sorry.
it?
Aldridge,
Back.
have you already made reading the Codex Copious every morning part of your ritual? Because if you didn't, then you don't know a spell from it.
I mean, I definitely did, but I forgot since the last time we played, of course.
No, I mean,
Okay.
I don't know if you
Alright.
do.
You
I don't
either get
think
protection from evil and good or ensnaring strike.
Ensnaring strike.
Well, no, I'm still saying it's not a choice. So it's whichever one the latest one is. So you're learning level 2 spells. So like whichever one's
Okay,
in that
protection
column.
from evil and good.
Yeah, that's the one you learn.
Okay.
And also at level 4, if you read the very bottom, this is more so for later when you're learning like multiple spells. Is at level 4 you can transfer the spell to anybody else. So it doesn't. That was the
level-
point of that was it doesn't matter who has the book. Like the group has it.
Oh, nice.
Is that, I feel like that's come up with protection from evil and good every time I clicked on it.
I definitely had that last time, and I already know that spell.
But you can cast it for free with the book.
But yeah.
Oh, okay. It came up with something different this time.
It might have just been loading, like it didn't update. But just for
So, Dylan, what are the rules on it if he already has the spell? He can just cast it.
so
without
if he already
spell
has
slot?
the spell, then like he just learns that and he can use the power of the book to cast it. So it's like still
Okay.
beneficial.
Yeah, so he didn't have to use a spell slot. Got it.
Is there like a cooldown for that kind of like?
So every 24 hours you get to like learn something from it.
No. Cooldown on the spell.
You can
I
only
think
use it once.
You can use it once.
Okay.
It's a daily. Okay, so everything
Alright, my
prepped. I'm ready. I'm prone, or no, I guess I'm just crouched in like this brush. I'm Schwarzenegger mudded up. I'm ready to go.
All right.
Bonfire ready?
Wait, cast bonfire on the plant. That was like the whole point. You're supposed to cast that.
No,
while
I
Bud
mean
is
that's what
doing
I'm saying. Like bonfire is ready.
Well,
like,
I was
to be
saying you
cast
should have
whenever
cast it
everyone else is
whenever
ready.
Bud was doing the thing. Because then
Well, when he was casting the trap,
I know, but why
Well,
not
wasn't gonna-
cast your bonfire while he's doing that?
because I don't know if it would alert them. I was definitely gonna wait until he was done, like preparing the trap.
All right, so you're casting it now.
Yes.
All right, let's see if it lights up. It probably won't because it's damp, but I want to see how it reacts in case we need to bring this baby down.
I'm gonna burn this mother to the ground.
I'm gonna burn this place to the ground.
All right.
Isn't
does
that the
everybody do?
fucking prison movie?
Yeah. Escape plan.
I'm hiding in the bush.
Fitting you said you were Schwarzenegger then?
Out on me. I'm in this bush.
Okay, everybody roll stealth check.
Yurt.
Yurt?
Refreshed. Did not roll well. My aura is emitting too much power around me. It's impossible
Alright,
not to
everybody-
notice.
And now everybody roll a perception check. All right,
This music makes me so happy.
Bud, with your special ears, you hear some rustling over in this direction.
Ping that again.
And you now see two, or you hear, and Darcy also sees them. You see two figures kind of standing under the brush, and they appear to have seen you. And I need everybody to roll initiative.
Holy fuck. Could I cast Mirror Image before initiatives are rolled?
Nope.
Oh, I didn't select my token.
What is going
I did.
on? Turn over. Wow.
He rolled a 1.
Yep.
Nice. Should we try reasoning with them? We know they can speak, and we can understand them.
Bud, you had a...
I think that would be something you would have to do like on your turn. I don't know if we'd have the time to be like to discuss it amongst ourselves.
Aldrich, you rolled 18.
I'm just thinking out loud.
Yeah.
Rather than one of us is probably going to go first, and as soon as we fire that first shot, it's probably over as far as diplomacy.
So did the bonfire resolve in the plant, or is this before that?
Wow. Wait, so you had that ready, John? That was what you were
No.
doing?
Like as soon as Alex was done setting the trap, I was going to cast bonfire in the plant.
Yeah.
So not ready, just ready for that instead of like whenever a fight started.
Wait, so sorry, you did have it ready and you were gonna cast it when the fight started.
Not when
No.
the fight started. Once Alex was done setting the trap. So
oh, okay,
like,
yeah, that resolves then.
Is the plant, affected at all?
Which planet did you do it on? This one?
The big baby. No, the
big-
giant. The
yeah, the
giant
big one.
monster. Yeah.
What's the range on bonfire?
60?
feet.
Okay. Yeah, it's on fire. It doesn't appear to like it very much.
Nice.
Yeah, John, you can roll damage on it.
So I assume it can't make a dex saving throw?
No, it's going to fail that.
Okay.
Nice. We learned something about it.
All right. Yeah, you see the fire takes some damage, or the plant takes some damage. There's a fire there. All right, and but that is Argyros' turn, and he is not near you, and he rolled a shitload on his stealth check, so he was not seen. So he's going to roll another stealth check. Wow. Okay, he is going to run up on this fool, carefully dodging the plant, and get in his grill, and he's going to hit him with a rapier.
Okay, there goes diplomacy.
Goddamn it. Oh yeah, I forgot you had said that. Well, did you message? You didn't message that to Argyros before he was.
No.
Like Argyros is the only thing Argyros is aware of is that we're setting
Yeah.
a trap for these guys.
No, I think it's not worth it. I want to roll a perception on what they have in their hands, but I don't think I would. I didn't say it to anyone. At most, I would have said to Darcy or someone next to me telepathically, but I didn't. I was just thinking out loud. I was also committed to combat.
Okay. And that's going to hit, and he's going to get sneak attack on that. It's okay, and oh wow.
Oh God, he's dead already.
Yeah, so you see Argyros, and he, as you've seen him do multiple times, is able to utilize his rapier in a very, what appears to be extremely damaging fashion to this hippo-looking being. And did I send you guys a picture of what they look like?
No, but we can see their tokens.
Well, I'll send it anyway. This is what they look like. And it is now...
Do you have giant monocles on?
Yep,
Did this
they
thing?
have giant monocles.
Did we see him drop, or does he just get cut, or do we see him?
No, he just gets cut. He doesn't look... It looked like it did, like Argyros connected well, but it was not like a lethal blow or anything.
Where did the ruler go?
Ruler's still there. It's a little circle thing. Just changed icons.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna cast True Strike on this guy.
Okay. What does that do?
will.
Concentration spell. So bonfire would go away, but that's fine.
It's not concentration.
True strike? I'm positive
Is
True
it?
Strike's concentration.
Yeah, hey, why don't we just let John read the spell to me?
No, it is. It is. My bad. Yeah. I didn't. It didn't say concentration, but it said C.
Yeah.
So
it's
okay, before I do
concentration.
this, then, does the plant have any reaction to the fire? Is it just like, I don't like this, or is it like look like it's getting aggressive?
It's definitely annoyed by it. Actually, make a Constitution saving throw, as if you're making a concentration check.
Okay.
Yeah, it slams a tentacle on the bonfire and it goes out.
Okay, that makes this easy. I'll do True Strike, which is a concentration spell.
Okay. What does that do?
I extend my hand and point my finger to target range. It gains me advantage on the next attack roll against that target.
Okay.
Only you, though.
Is that a bonus action or an action?
This.
It's a cantrip, so it's an action.
Yeah.
That's
Action.
only you, though, right? It's not everybody.
Yeah, just me.
Okay.
Jesus, that is a cantrip. That'd be so strong. That's it for me. 'Cause that's my only action. I don't have anything else I can do.
All right.
I can clearly
Watch
see
your
they
turn.
have like gun things, right? Like something that looks like a ranged weapon, or what would I need to roll to understand that?
Everybody would implicitly know that they have ranged weapons because
I would
they
I would
took
whisper
root.
to Aldrich before his turn ends as a reaction that we should all hit the deck, unless you're planning on running up and getting closer, because being prone helps, but you don't have to do that. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, you can say that on your turn, but right now it's too early in the initiative order for you to say that.
I couldn't say that during someone else's turn.
Nope. All turns are happening simultaneously. All right, Bud, what are you doing?
Can't move around my snare. I'm gonna cast. I was gonna cast Mage Armor and wait
Okie dokie.
because I'm blind, so I need to wait.
All right. So it's this Mr. Hippo Man's turn. One of them's named Lionel. One name's Richie. And he is going to pull out a longsword because Argyros is all up in his grill. Make a swing at him. He's going to miss. Damn, that sucks. That's his turn. All right. It's Darcy's turn. Darcy saw Argyros hit him, and she's going to cast Toll Dead. Wow, that's awful. And he saves anyway, so nothing happened. Again, it's your turn.
If I was right here, could I shoot him? Like I have line of sight on either of them.
They're standing they stand like 7 or 8 feet tall. So they're
Really?
you can see them above the brush. Like these are big dudes.
Damn.
So you can see them kind of above the brush where you're seeing. So there's some brush here, but it's not obscuring like much of them.
Okay, as a free action, can I say the bigger they are, the harder they fall? Or would I have to wait till my turn?
You can on your turn.
Okay. Fuck! Damn it! Fucking DM hammering me out the wazoo. Just joking.
I'll let you respond to people that talk to you when it's not your turn. But if you're gonna use a free action to speak, and start a conversation, it needs to be your turn.
Well, I'm gonna tell everybody to go prone because it's hard to hit people when you're prone with a ranged weapon, and then I'm gonna
Okay.
Eldritch Blast him. This guy.
Do you do that before you go prone?
Not if it would make the shot less doable, obviously.
Yeah, it would make the shot harder if you
Yep.
were on the ground.
Yeah, so I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't stand up, but I would just make it to where I can get this shot off and then go prone.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do that, and that's a hit.
All right, so he gets knocked back 10 feet in that direction, and then I'm gonna move up a space and go prone.
All right, so he is knocked back this way, takes the
It's like
damage.
guerrilla warfare.
Kind of surprised. He's like, "What the fuck?" Eldritch Blast coming out of nowhere, and that's your turn, then.
Yep.
All right. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Aldrich, you hear the telltale signs, or not Aldrich, Bud, you hear the telltale signs of your snare triggering.
Nice.
So what's the saving throw on that? Is there one?
Dexterity saving throw, or be magically hoisted into the air. Dex 13.
Okay.
And then at the end of each turn, it can try and get out.
It just barely makes it. All right, so it's not snared and is going to continue its movement, but it hasn't seen you guys.
Will we see it? Okay. that's good.
Yeah, I think you know. I think Bud is aware because it's snare triggered, and so it made kind of a sound. So you guys are aware it's there.
Okay.
And it is going to end its turn. Mr. Hippo Man's turn. This Hippo Man's turn. He is going to step up in the spotlight, move over here, and take a shot at Argyros. And that is going to miss. The shot just kind of goes wide, and you hear it echo into a tree somewhere. And with that, you guys don't have sight on him anymore. And top of the order, Argyros is going to do some analyzation. Deception. Argyros wins. You see him do that sort of analytical thing and look him over, as he does frequently, and is going to make a rapier attack. Wait, but he has advantage. And he's going to hit. And he's going to do probably what is another devastating amount of damage. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so this Hippo Man is not looking great at this point. Arguos, you see him kind of like dodge under the longsword that the Gif has, and he lunges forward, kind of strikes true in the shoulder, and it pierces him and does very heavy damage. And he's looking pretty rough. And it's Aldrich's turn.
All right. So I lost sight of that guy. True Strike wouldn't give me any benefit to seeing. Probably not.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. I'm gonna stay over
Still in
here.
effect, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I just can't see him. Yeah. That's right.
Make a perception check.
Sure.
Yeah, you can't. You still can't quite see him. Well, actually, no. You hear a big thud as a large branch cracks underneath what you assume to be the Gif, and you kind of look in that direction and you see it. You gain sight of him.
Okay. For a concentration spell, the range is 30 feet. Would I lose concentration since he moved out of that range though?
I don't think
That's
so.
almost never how it works.
Okay.
I'm gonna say you don't.
Spell am I gonna cast? Okay, so let's say I cast Scorching Ray, for example. If it's
Sure.
3 rays, would I gain advantage on the 3 or just one of the 3
All three.
rays?
I think.
Sweet.
Well,
It
with
depends
the
on what the
True
spell
Strike, but-
says. Yeah.
Yeah.
It says next.
Is it just the next attack?
Specifically, it says your first attack roll against the target.
Okay.
I guess
Just
you
the
make-
first one
Yeah.
because you make 3 ranged attacks with Scorching Ray.
I've thought about that exact combo before, and it doesn't
Damn.
work. It made me mad.
Ugh.
True Strike's not that good.
Aldrich still
It's,
happy.
It's cantrip though. Yeah, so it's not a big deal.
I will cast Magic Missile at him.
Okie dokie. What's the range on Magic Missile? I don't know.
120.
All right. Roll damage on that B.
So that would be 3d4 plus 3. Wait, I have Magic Missile. Click it. Okay, perfect.
All right. Aldrich kind of extends his hand, and you see these 3 magical bolts lash out as it flies and strikes true on this Hippo Man that's tried to obscure himself in the bushes, and he takes some decent damage.
That would be my turn after that as well.
All right, Bud, you're up.
Okay. Is anybody nearby to actually help me see?
Go ahead and make a perception check because there's been some movement and fighting.
Right.
So you definitely, I mean, you have
You
keen
knew the
sense of
owlbear
see.
was nearby because you're trapped.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, then I can fire off that way.
It's like a loaded gun, just ready to fire whatever
But
sound.
Alex,
Yeah.
with the 17, but with the 17, you have a good feel for the battlefield
Okay.
right now.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Firebolt at the owlbear.
Okay.
Damn it. Fucker.
That does not hit.
Yep.
You extend your hand, bolt of flame comes through, and it skids over the head of the owlbear, and the owlbear looks in your direction.
Okay.
I have a plan. It's all right, but
At this point, this Gif is he looks at his friend and he's like, Lionel, I don't feel so good, and he's going to, in an act of desperation, take out a small cylinder-looking item and hurl it in the direction of. Actually, no, he's not going to do that. He's going to disengage and he's going to run away from Arguros. Yeah, he disappears into out of sight from you guys, but Arguros can still see him.
John was excited for a potential flashbang, but Aldrich of course doesn't know.
Yeah, it looked like he thought about it and he had it in his hand, but then he looked at Arguros and realized how fucked up he was and decided to run. And now it's Darcy's turn. And Darcy is going to utilize Minor Illusion to make a loud crack, similar to the one that the musket made, in this direction. And the owlbear rolled a 2. And the owlbear is turned this way. And Darcy is going to step over here and go prone. And again, it's your turn.
okay. I have a question.
Yep.
If I kind of stealthed over to like here, or like even here, if that's not, I mean that's within 5 feet, but his back's turned.
Yep.
And I used Eldritch Blast at like point blank range, like a shotgun like that. Would you give me advantage, or would it be the same thing as if I shot it from over there?
Eldritch shotgun blast.
Well, I'm saying like I'd be closer, and I'd
Yeah,
move closer and endanger myself for the sake of making sure this hits. If I don't get advantage, then I'm doing something else.
Since it's not aware of your presence, make a stealth check.
Well, I don't want to commit to moving yet until I would like understand. Like if I moved stealthily, it would work. Is what you're getting at?
Yeah. It's currently not aware of your presence.
If I
and it would
successfully
be-
move stealthily.
Yeah. You get the sense that you could probably sneak up and get a good Eldritch Blast off on this thing.
And do I feel
So-
like this plant creature, obviously size-wise, it's big enough. Do I feel like it's big enough to like engulf or cause problems for this owlbear? Because I know exactly what's going to happen after this Eldritch Blast hits, and I'm trying to do exactly that.
The owlbear is pretty big. You're not really sure what the capabilities of this plant are because it's pretty alien. But you get the sense that it might tangle it up at least for a little bit.
I guess now that it's like turned away and not noticing us means I don't even have to do any of this. Does Darcy just cast an illusion and like moved its attention away?
Yeah, Darcy was. You get the sense Darcy was trying to distract it back in the direction of the gifts.
But then it's also going to be moving towards Argyros. Yeah, I mean, if I fuck up this stealth move, then I'm going to do something else anyways. Like I'll just cast a different spell. So I'll move there, stealthing.
What path do you take when you move?
I would have just moved, I mean, from there to there, or wherever I was.
Okay. As you move through this space, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity. So this thing's like, are these tendrils like in the path? Because I would clearly just avoid them. Like, is it? This is like an alien thing that I would like. These tendrils are moving, or are they just standing
Yeah,
still?
I mean, didn't you roll a perception check on this plant?
I rolled a perception check on this plant.
I know you rolled one on the big one, but I thought you pinged this one as well.
No. I mean, I didn't roll a perception on that. But if that's like moving, then I wouldn't just walk like right next to it. Obviously, I didn't know that thing was like moving. I thought it's just like a weird plant.
All right, fine. You can move.
What would a reasonable person do? I probably wouldn't walk near the tendril thing. I'm already planning on potentially fucking up and getting killed by an owlbear. But so yeah, I would stealth over with a 13. I mean, I don't know what that means, but
the owlbear does not seem to notice you.
all right, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast it in the caboose. And do I get advantage because it doesn't
Yes.
notice?
Oh, robot.
Yeah, you're cutting out, Will.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if I'm right there, then I'm within 5 feet, but I don't get disadvantage. I guess.
Yeah, I'm basically saying I'm waiving disadvantage there because the owlbear is not aware of you, so you're not being threatened, and you are targeting it. So
Okay, so
that's
it
what I
moves
thought you
10
were saying.
feet into the space of the plant thing, is what I'm trying to do.
All right, so it's going to get launched into there. It's going to make dexterity. My God, this owlbear is a piece of shit. And this thing is just fucking, the tentacles ensnare this owlbear, and it shrieks as it is pulled in near the center of this owlbear, and it's kind of being like tossed around in the air. And you hear one of the gifts go, "Richard, what the fuck is going on in here?"
I'm gonna get like a pencil. I mean, I'm assuming like this is like a tree trunk, or there'd be a tree trunk here because it's a tree, or is it a bush?
Yeah, no, it's a tree.
Okay, I'm gonna get like penciled up against the trunk, trying to like hide myself, and I'm gonna telepathically say to Bud, move with Aldrich and Darcy north on your position. Or I guess if you're facing me, if you're facing the owlbear, move to your left up along the brush towards where you just probably heard Darcy and Aldrich go.
Okay.
And then I'm done.
All right, owlbear is up. Gonna make strength saving throw, and you see the owlbear kind of like swing out with one of its claws, and it is it kind of strikes one of the tendrils, and they sort of flinch back, and it is dropped to the ground, and it moves a couple feet away from it, and that's, oh dear. So it's now the gift's turn. He rolled a perception check and rolled pretty high, and he's going to step up here. Wait, actually he's not. He's going to stay where he is, and he's going to pull out a similar cylinder, the one you saw the other one pull out, and he's going to toss it at Aldrich, Bud, and Darcy. Is going to toss it right here at you, Aldrich, and I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw.
Just throwing a grenade? Does he just see everyone? No one's like stealthed or hidden at all?
He rolled a perception check, and yeah, he rolled really high, so we saw him. All right, good save. Darcy has disadvantage. She is
Oh.
prone, and Darcy does not save. Okay. Jesus.
What the
God.
fuck? I feel terrible about telling Bud to go over there now. Fucking walk into a grenade radius.
Bud and Darcy both take 17 damage, and Aldrich, you take 9.
We both take 17?
Yeah.
Shit.
Ow. Darcy's looking real bad. And he's going to run away. And it's Argyros' turn. Oh, wait. Sorry. Argyros. Right. Argyros is going to give chase, and disappear beyond y'all's line of sight, but you hear the sounds of fighting. And wow. Okay. And you guys hear some fighting, but you're not quite sure what happens. And Aldrich, it's your turn.
Let's see. So we saw he moved in this general direction, right?
Yep. Yeah, you kind of
Okay.
saw him run off, but there's just few too many trees and brushes and underbrush to have a good view of him.
So if I remeasure 25. So if I move here,
Yeah. Once you're under that tree, you get a view of Argyros, and you can make a perception check to see further.
so at least do I see one of the yellow?
Yeah, you see one.
Okay. Is he alive?
He is in fact alive.
Okay.
He looks kind of the same. It's the one that Argyros kind of beat up on, but he doesn't look any worse than.
All right. I'm gonna cast Firebolt on him.
Okay. That is a miss. So your firebolt again goes kind of wide and goes over his right shoulder and crashes against the wall. But it's your turn.
I'm going to.
Oh, as a free action, I want to say, let's not group up again
Yeah.
before my turn ends.
Bud's gonna chug a potion.
Okay. You only have like a one-handed staff in your hand or whatever, or
Yeah.
yeah. You can do that as a bonus action.
Okay. All right. Then first I will. Yeah, I'm just gonna cast Firebolt at the owlbear.
Okay.
23.
That's a hit.
Nice. And then 6.
Yeah, your firebolt goes scorching through the brush and kind of nails it true, and the owlbear is going to take some damage there.
Okay.
And
And
still
then
looking
I'll
okay, but
take
it
a potion.
definitely doesn't like that. All right.
Which gives me 4d4 plus 4.
Is it 44?
4d4 plus 4 is. I still have. I mean, you can correct me, but I'm pretty sure we got, or one or two of us got from Dylan a long time ago, potions of greater healing, like the second tier potions. But I don't. That was a long time ago, and I haven't used them. Or I think I've used one. I don't remember if they were greater.
I don't remember that, but
I only have original potion of healing.
I've got like a.
Am I-
I've got a
Because I know
potion
you
of-
guys
I know I've
bought
got.
some.
We went shopping during the day.
I have several potions of healing.
Yeah, because we went shopping during the day, and I went to the
It was before
library,
that,
and I
'cause
said
I've
we should
never
go buy
purchased.
potions.
We
Caravan
rolled for
before
potions.
S-Lock, you're saying you bought this from and you never used it?
I don't know.
I
I
know if we
don't.
bought
It was
graders.
from like the first or second time we did anything. But
No,
I
I
don't
remember you getting.
if
We
I-
bought potions from the caravan. The question is, did we get greater health potions? I don't.
No,
think they
I
were
didn't.
greater.
I didn't purchase potions. Something happened like literally the first or second time where we rolled for who got 3 potions. For I don't remember fucking why, but I
Well,
got
that
those
would have been
potions.
normal potions. That wouldn't have been greater.
Yeah, and then maybe they are just normals. What are normals? 2d4.
2d4
2d4
plus 1.
Okay.
Or 2.
I think it's +2.
Okay. Quite
All right. Bud's feeling a little better.
early.
It is now the hurt gift's turn. He's going to pull out his cylinder and lob it behind Argyros. Argyros is going to. Aldrich, you're the only one that sees this, but you see Argyros hears a click behind him, and he does kind of like an insane side barrel roll flip. Doesn't appear to take any damage from the grenade.
Damn.
He
It's got
dodged
that
in a way that
evasive roll.
seemed to be uncanny.
Yep.
I guess that would be evasion, not uncanny dodge, but he doesn't actually move. But for flavor, he did a flip. And you hear the gift curse as he sees his Harrier appears unwavered. Darcy is going to. Oh, god damn it! She's going to cast Toll the Dead yet again, and oh yeah, Darcy's that 20 intelligence just paid off. The owlbear is going to fail. Except I accidentally reloaded roll 20, so my shit's not up. Toll the Dead. Nice. All right, so that's some good damage from Darcy's Toll the Dead. The owlbear is not looking too happy right now. Still kicking though. And again, it's your turn.
So is it still like facing that way?
Darcy's actually she's gonna check a health potion.
Does the
It
owlbear
is-
look
It's
like
still facing that way.
I could do the same thing I just did to it by moving up a little bit and trying to hit it into the vine monster again, just by stealthing to that location, I guess, or maybe even there, if I could.
It seems to it's more aware now than it was of the things behind it, so I would say you wouldn't get advantage.
Okay. In that case, I am going to blow a bunch of spell slots and cast Hex, doing Wisdom saving throw, and cast Dissonant Whispers on it.
Okay.
Hoping it runs directly into where I hope it runs. So,
And the DC is what, 13?
yep.
It rolled a 5.
I don't have Dissonant Whispers on my character sheet. That's interesting.
I thought I've seen you cast it before.
I have. I don't know why it's not here. No, I definitely have. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm almost positive you can cast it.
Oh my god, Dissonant Whispers is not in the compendium. I can't just drop it in. That's unbelievable. So it's just 3d6.
So do you gain all your spell slots as a warlock after a short rest?
Yep.
That's fucking dope.
I didn't want to use any spell slots in this fight though if I didn't have to.
Yeah.
Because I don't think we're gonna have time to short rest, but I'm doing this anyways because I gotta after seeing that explosion and seeing the damage it wrought, I was kind of pretty worried. So I'm gonna hex it right in front of me. So I'm just stepping out, kind of like under its shadow as it's like getting annoyed, and I'm gonna put some shit in its mind that's gonna make it run from me.
Yeah. You hear it utter this just horrific cry as it tries to sprint away from you, and it does not. Make a dexterity saving throw, and it is again pulled into the plant, and it is again taking some damage there.
Okay, and so now I'm concentrating on hex, and I just moved 10 feet.
Yeah, you still have some movement.
Actually, I might circle around this way. I guess I just have to hope they don't have grenades anymore. All right, I'm gonna move over in this space.
Hey, are you guys out of grenades yet?
Fuck you.
All right, I'm gonna move right there, crouch
Did
behind.
Darcy say that, or did they say that to us? I need to
No,
know.
I'm just kidding. They
Okay.
that was me joking.
Same.
So I'm just gonna crouch in this little shrubbery right here, and I'm done.
All right. It is the owlbear's turn. It is going to try to break free. So owlbear is just getting dunked on. It does break free again. You see it kind of slash again as it had previously, and it is able to. It kind of severs one of the tentacles of the plant, and it breaks free again, kind of over here. And it lands, and which way does it land? All right, it lands facing Argyros and the GIF, but that was his action to break free. And now it's the other GIF's turn.
How bad does this owlbear look after that 13 damage?
It looks pretty. It looks pretty harried. It's definitely it's bleeding from various points of its sort of arm wings. And it does not look happy. It is bloodied. So you guys again make a perception check. Okay. You see the other GIF. You see him as he's backing into this tree, and he's training whatever that mysterious weapon is on Argyros.
Okay.
And he's going to fire. Oh god! And he crits.
God, he's shooting point blank.
No, this is the other one.
Oh.
So he's going to take some damage. So he's going to take. Yeah, Argyros takes some damage. So you see one of those projectiles that you're not familiar with just launches itself and embeds itself in Argyros' like upper arm, and you kind of hear him grunt. And now it's Argyros' turn. Argyros is annoyed by that occurrence and is going to. Wow, are you kidding me? Okay. Take a swing and accidentally X out Argyros' character sheet. Argyros is going to swing with his rapier, and he's going to just miss again. And he. That's the end of his turn. Aldrich, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm just gonna attack. I'm gonna firebolt the one next to Argyros again.
Okay. That's a hit.
Major damage.
Take some damage. It's still looking really bad off, but it is.
I'm gonna hold my position.
Okay. It is. This fool's turn is going to see the owlbear and disengage and back up. Not too much. Just come over here. And that's the turn. Now Darcy's turn.
Didn't you skip me?
I did skip
Yeah,
you, sorry. No, it's your turn.
Okay.
You're blinded that turn.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna undo that. So Bud is still you can take your turn before he does all
Okay.
that. Bobby.
How far? I'm gonna move. Fuck is the okay. Is this considered just like regular terrain?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna move up next to Aldrich, and is this like a difficult shot because I have to go kind of through?
No.
Okay.
Now that you're that close, it's
Okay.
you're kind of under the tree, so the tree would have obscured some of it back where you were. But
Okay. I'm gonna fire a firebolt at this guy.
Okay.
What is this music from?
Castle Crushers.
Castle Crashers.
Okay.
That's gonna hit.
5.
All right. This thing is still standing, but it's not looking great. Now it's going to do the thing where it disengages. Moves over here. Mad sirens outside my apartment. I apologize. Pull of Dead's range is 60, right?
Yep.
Damn, can't quite get there. Where's Darcy? I'll take one more step up then.
Right into the midst of the owlbear.
Yeah. The owlbear is looking at Argyros right now. She's going to hold the dead on the hurt gift. And he does not save. he's still kicking. It looks really bad now. And it's against turn.
So it's looking at Argyros, but there's no guarantee it's not just going to turn around and kill Darcy. So I'm going to get right there and Dissonant Whispers again, level 2, because I'm out of level 1 spell slots.
Okay. Oh god. It doesn't save. It does not like that one bit.
It's got to run away from me.
This thing is now looking really bad, and it turns tail and runs the fuck this way right into the plant again. It is a
Does
stupid
Darcy
fucking
get an
animal.
attack of opportunity?
Darcy isn't quite up on it where it was.
I thought it was right here. She was right at its back.
No, Darcy made sure not to be within like melee range of it.
Okay, so she moved in that position, and she moved back because it was right here. It was back one.
I was thinking it was right here.
No, because it was.
Yeah,
I was
it
on
was.
just on the other side of the plant.
I don't think Darcy was in range of it. I agree.
I don't.
No, I mean,
specifically
it was-
moved Darcy.
Whenever like on my screen, it was right in this space right here.
Yeah,
I have
when you
seen
said-
it to
when
where
you-
the characters are.
Yeah,
in
when you
spots, but-
said Darcy's going to be right up on the owlbear, I was a little confused because on my screen it wasn't. Darcy wasn't within melee range of it.
Okay, I mean it's not a big deal. I was just saying on my screen it was definitely right here.
That's bizarre.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
no,
It's
I
just an
definitely,
attack
would, I
of
definitely
opportunity
would not have
that-
moved Darcy. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have moved Darcy in melee range of it. But yeah, it's either way, it's going to run the fuck away into the plant. And dumb animal's dexterity. It just barely is able to dodge out of the way, and it doesn't. Alright, so it uses its full movement. Some young money dissonant whispers there.
and then I'm gonna continue moving like along the edge over here, and I'm done.
Okay. The owlbear's turn. It's gonna turn. just be
Actually,
kinda
I did
confused.
it second level, so it gets one more d6 because I didn't do cast higher level because it didn't give me the option. So it
Oh,
takes
okay.
1 additional damage.
This owlbear looks really fucking bad.
Why didn't it not ask me? I thought I set it up to where it could do leveled spells.
Alright, at this point, it's pretty mad. It hasn't gotten to attack anything. So it's going to retch this gift. And it's going to take one. It's going to snap at it with its beak real quick. It's going to hit.
Gin is totally light, just as planning right now. Just as
What?
planned.
Oh, God.
Oh, totally lighting. I didn't know what you said. Lighting, but yeah.
You know exactly what I meant.
Yeah.
You just didn't. Your brain had to catch up.
Yeah.
Alright, so you see this owlbear just like, it takes its beak and it just rips into this gift's neck. And it literally just rips the thing's throat out. And this gift is no longer among the living.
Poetic justice.
Noise.
I'm gonna telepathically scream that to Argyros. Poetic justice.
Arcos is like,
What is this?
he reacts and he's like, what? Oh, yeah. And this thing's going to step up and it's going to make a dexterity saving throw because it's right next to this green alien plant thing. It saves.
Do we look
And
like
it's
we
going to-
see, based on how far we've got into the room now, like where the exit is? Like, presumably we'd be like stairs or like a door.
Yeah, so you can see there's actually a stairway up to kind of a door right in the northeast corner of the room.
Okay, if I saw that like during my turn, I would definitely say something to Darcy and be like, "Let's try to like get out of here." Like now that we see the exit, if Darcy sees it as well, I would point it out.
Yeah. She would nod at you in acknowledgement. And then the owlbear is gonna attack its claw, and it's going to just miss. So it takes a swipe, and the GIF, even though it's appalled by the fact that it just watched its friend get its throat ripped out, is able to dodge out of the way just in time. And it's now his turn. And in a fury, he is going to try to attack the owlbear with his longsword. That's a table. That's going to hit. Oh, wow, just enough. And he runs the owlbear through with its longsword as it lets out its final cry, and it kind of collapses on the ground.
But that's not how they were expecting this hunt to go.
Well, I wasn't expecting this hunt to go like this. And it's now Argyros' turn. Argyros is going to press his advantage and charge the GIF, and he's going to...
Let's try to take him alive. I hope he doesn't kill him. I really hope he doesn't kill him.
Iris does get advantage in this one, and he's going to hit. He's going to do some damage, and get sneak attack.
I read about some D&D campaign where like the DM was complaining that like they literally took a prisoner every time they got in a fight. Definitely be a frustrating situation to put up with.
DM can't complain as long as it makes sense. I mean,
Yeah. It's just like he was just like, I'm just running out of like stories because it's just like they capture literally one person every time.
I'm assuming
Right.
that we've
There's
never
Sorry,
seen
go ahead,
anyone
Will.
like these. I mean, we've never seen these people. We've
No,
heard
you've
about
never
Hippo
seen anything
people.
like this. And now it's Aldrich's turn.
How is that other hippo man looking?
He's looking kind of rough, but still in fighting shape.
Move forward. I want to cast Scorching Ray on him.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So do I click it once? It's 1, 2, 3. Damn.
All right, those first 2 hit, and so you see Aldrich. He kind of like this fiery circle emits right in front of him with 3 scorching rays and burst out of it, and 2 of them strike true right in the chest, the GIF, and it scorches the uniform in 2 different places and looks like it's done a lot of damage to him. He does not like that. He looks really bad off now.
Ooh.
And it's Bud's turn.
I mean, I'm gonna move up into range and firebolt.
Okay.
Keep on firing.
That's a miss.
Damn it, Bud's still blind. So
Ken's Mega Man wiping sweat.
Okay, now the youth turn, and he is going to just scream, "You bastards!" and take a swipe at Argyros. He's fighting till the end. Oh, wow. He's going to crit. And Argyros is going to take some more damage. All right, that's Darcy's turn. Darcy just watched him do a lot of damage to Argyros. Argyros is kind of staggered by that blow. He's surprised by the ferocity of it. And Darcy's going to toll the dead again. And he's not safe. He looks really bad now. He looked bad before, but now he's like kind of bleeding out of the eyes.
Fantastic.
All
That's
right,
exactly what I
Spencer.
wanted to hear. All right, I'm moving my hex onto him, wisdom, and I'm gonna step forth out of the brush and like out into the open, and I'm gonna call out to him as I'm moving the hex onto him, like, it's time to surrender, whatever you are. And I want to see his response and be like, lay down your arms, we've got you beat. We don't want to have to kill you, but we will.
You hear him scream, "You killed my fucking brother. I'll fucking gut all of you before I fucking surrender to your piece of garbages."
All right, I'll hit him with Toll the Dead.
Oh, he saves my guy.
He rolled over 13 on both.
Oh, wait, no, I forgot. He has disadvantage. He's not saved. Bobby. All right. How do you want to do this?
All right, after he says that, he's like, you pieces of garbage, or whatever. I'm just like, I just shrug, and I'm like, I snap my fingers, and you're like, yeah, you should have listened to us, man. We literally had your life in our hands, and yeah, I just watch him as his eyes continue to bleed out.
Yeah, you snap your fingers, and his eyes bulge as he starts coughing up black fluid, and he staggers to one knee and then collapses. His this black gunk flows out of his orifices. He is expired.
All right, I'm gonna start walking up kind of cautiously because I'm not really sure the owlbear's dead. I saw it go down, but it like literally just happened, and I'm gonna I'm gonna inspect the scene, and I want to inspect these dudes and their freaking guns.
Okay. Roll an investigation check. Darcy's going to come up with you, and Argyros is going to do the same. He hasn't seen much like that. Yeah, I mean, you see his weapon, obviously, but, like, I mean, this is like an 8-foot tall hippo man. It's like built for him, so it's like it's pretty big.
It's like a bazooka for me.
Yeah, it's like a bazooka for you, and you have no idea how it works.
Oh man, that's awesome. Okay, this is like me holding the gun. I would inspect it, how it works, and I see like a trigger and stuff, and kind of like can deduce in general. It's like a projectile, like a crossbow, but like obviously fires differently.
You're not sure how the hell this thing works, but you could get a sense of how to fire it. But again, this thing is giant in your arms.
Okay. Does anybody have a bag of holding?
Yeah, you guys do not have a bag of holding yet.
No.
Nope. How heavy is it?
It weighs. I would say it's heavy enough to where it would reduce your speed by 5 if you were carrying it, and the gnomes could not carry it.
I'm 100% carrying it. That's a small price to pay. I'm gonna take whichever one looks like it's in better condition. I assume they're about the same, and I'm gonna like put it in like my pack across my back, I guess.
Yep, yeah, they're about the same. One's got a little less blood on it, and Argyros would also see. You would also find that like there's he has a smaller type weapon, which Dylan would know is a pistol, but Yen wouldn't, and each of them have one of them, and Argyros would actually pick up one and be like, I've read about such devices, but not I've never encountered one. I'd like to show this to my friend Baron, who you guys know is the gnome tinker or the dwarven tinkerer that talked to.
Yeah, and be like, let's
But-
take both of the smaller ones, and I'm gonna lug the big one. I think this would be valuable to take out of here, and I want to search their
Yeah.
bodies also if I find anything else, like a manual
roll
on how to
invest-
use it.
You guys can roll investigation to loot the bodies.
Guess if I roll another one, I don't know. You can use the 10.
Yeah, you can. No, you roll another one there. Oh yeah.
I would give the other pistol to Darcy or Aldridge, whoever wanted it. Be like, y'all can carry this because it's smaller.
Darcy.
Aldrich slightly takes offense to that, but is willing to carry it.
Darcy's not offended seeing the giant weapon. She's like, I could not carry that fucking thing. But she'll take the pistol, or if Aldrich wants it, she'll give it to him.
Aldrich can take it.
She's fascinated by it, but not right now. She's
Aldridge is like,
more
fuck
focused on
you. Yes, I'll take it.
Yeah. So Gen and Darcy, you guys both find let's make it. You guys both find 800 gold on each of these gifts, so that's 1,600 gold total.
Damn.
No other magic items other than these magnificent weapons you
I'm
found,
taking
but
both
you-
of their
A
monocles.
lot of gold.
I'm taking both of their
Okay.
monocles.
Okay.
So
It's like kind of oversized for your face.
I'm not gonna wear it. I'm just taking it and
Yeah.
putting it in my bag.
does the monocle fit well over my eye? That's the question. That one.
It'd be like over your face.
Terrifying beady eyes.
Be over my whole face?
No,
'Cause
it's
they're,
not
like,
over your whole
huge,
face,
right?
but it's over like way more of your eye than it should be.
Okay, never mind then. Just want to check.
Do I notice anything odd about the owlbear, or is this like a standard owlbear that I've like seen
Yeah,
before?
it looks like a pretty standard owlbear. You get the sense that like this is their hunting room, and
Yeah.
they were in the middle of hunting this owlbear.
Yep.
Does the center
They met a
plant
terrible fate.
seem like it's like in charge or like kind of like a
What does that
owner
question
of the
mean?
other plants? Like the smaller ones that we've seen? So that's a question.
But no, it doesn't look like it's in control of anything. It's just there. It's kind of flailing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not getting near that.
Yeah.
There's nothing to
Yeah.
find within
I mean,
that.
you saw it.
Yeah, I guess I don't know
like
if it's like a
swoop up an owlbear like
or something.
with little effort
Yeah.
multiple times.
Yep. Which is part of the reason why, yeah, it's like now that I saw that happen, I'm definitely not going to get near it. I wouldn't have gotten near it before, but I'm definitely not going to get near it now.
I don't want to get near it, but I do want to apologize, like from a distance. Be like, sorry about the bonfire.
Okay.
Even though it probably doesn't speak my language, I just want to say it anyway.
Yep, nothing happens.
Okay, great.
He's trying to apologize to a plant.
Plants can like feel pain.
it
Sentient
just feels
plants
bad.
probably. We
Plants are
probably know
always
something
screaming,
about
we
that.
just can't hear him.
Darcy would look and like kind of nod at Aldrich, like, "Yeah, that was good of you."
Yeah. Someone's
these
gotta
things
have
called
fucking
again?
plant speak.
I would like, if I don't know that already. I mean, we heard stories about these things like Feldig. What are they called? The hippo people.
Oh, gifts.
Yes.
Yeah. Roll a history check for me.
Gifs or gifs?
It's
Peanut
not
butter.
GIF, you fucking asshole.
I would ask Argyros, be like, what? Why would these things be in here? Like, what is Miros like involved with the GIF? I don't know a lot about them, clearly.
All right, yeah, Argus knows what these are. He would look at you and he'd say, "This doesn't." I've read about these things, but however, they're not home to our plane. There's no. I've never encountered a gift on the what we call the prime material plane. It doesn't make sense they were here. I mean,
Do you know what plane they are
so
from?
they're supposedly denizens of the city of brass on the plane of fire, a place I would recommend no one ever go.
Yeah.
It's a place that's famed for its slavery caste system, and it's an awful, from what I've read, an awful place. I've certainly
Is
never
it fair
been
to
there.
say that these things deserve the fate we gave them?
It's hard to say. What I've heard about them is that they're more just mercenary folk, and that his reaction to your plea was not surprising, given he had fallen. His brother had fallen alongside him. They have a reputation for being famously territorial. They may be mercenaries, but I've read that in the wars of the city of Brass, they will sit out wars if their brethren are on the other side. So it wasn't surprising to me that he reacted the way he did when you told him to surrender.
Should we get out of this room? I don't know if there's anything else
The
that would be
stairwell's
in
right
for
here,
us
so
to.
I'm like, this is
I
all
mean, just to
happening
make sure
right
that
next to the
like
exit,
there's
right?
nothing else in this room because we haven't explored part of it, and Aldrich is kind of worried that like something else could be in here that they were potentially hunting.
I mean, I'm assuming we're all chilling over here, and the stairwell's right there. So I want to leave right now. Actually, like I want to get out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After we finish searching their bodies, So it's just a stairwell going up.
Yep. Yeah. It's just a stairwell going up, and there's a door
Okay.
that leads, and it opens up into a hallway.
Okay.
Would
Shall we
this
continue?
be an appropriate pause button time?
I want to at least see what the next room is.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah, and you go to bed soon as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's you get to the next room and then I'll stop. So as you enter the hallway, a familiar voice comes over the sound system that you can't see, and he just says, "You killed Lionel and Richie? What a shame. You know, those are the last two gifts left on the prime material plane. You monsters.
Jesus.
Anyway, it seems like you're more competent than I gave you credit for. You know, if you hadn't left a pile of my men murdered in the streets outside my warehouse, I might not even have known you were onto my little escapade against Argyros. I would have been caught with my pants down, as they say. But then, you wouldn't have gotten to make your way through all the delicious challenges I've laid out for you. I'll be honest, you dullards were so slow in my painting a puzzle that I assumed the gifts would be angry at me for sending such easy prey. Guess you proved me wrong. You're making good progress, though. Perhaps I'll offer you a chance to meet my famous friend soon. Or perhaps you've already met her. Anyway, if you don't have your minds ripped from me, I'll be happy to turn you to ash myself. Cheers!"
I'm going to try to respond to him while he's talking and just be
Okay.
like, hey, we're going to kill you, and see if he responds or he just continues monologuing.
The intercom just keeps going.
Okay.
And I will RIP to Root. Tonight we take it slow.
Yeah.
Cue the sway lead feature.
Yeah, it's pretty devastating. I guess
Alright.
I was worried about that because I knew they had guns, but then we also kind of didn't know they had guns.
Yeah, it was a risk.
It was a risk.
I understand.
Yeah.
There's no guarantee they were going to hit him. But
Yeah. They made that shot at disadvantage because of how far they were, but he rolled a 15 and a 15. So you guys come to a room. It's just it's a small octagonal, and there's a door at the other end of where you entered, and a lever next to the door. And as you're entering the room, the door shuts behind you, and you hear a click. And at the center of this room is a fountain of what appears to be coins that are continuously just like it looks like there's just more and more coins filling into this fountain.
that's a trap.
Aldrich has the desire, but isn't going to. He wants to, like, Scrooge McDuck through the coins, the MP coins. But he's
I
not
can't
going
imagine
to.
a worse idea. But I also
Yeah, no, he's not going to.
I want to see Aldrich do that also. So wait, there's a lever on the other end of the door or the other end of the room?
Yep.
There's a door behind us and a door next to the lever, or just a lever?
There's a door next to the lever. So this brown, it's kind of hard to see, but this like brown wall right here is a door, and then this brown wall behind you is a door.
All right, I'd be like, everybody spread out and let's try to investigate the room.
Yep. Everybody can roll an investigation check.
Gotta get in character.
I'll be honest, there were nights where we couldn't play, and I was just fucking rolling new characters and writing backstories for them. Yeah, so basically, we could get to what is essentially the end of my arc today if we played for a while, but I don't know how late you guys.
Oh, we will. We're taking down Miros.
All
We're
right.
doing it.
Well, it can be done depending on how quickly you can get through some of this stuff. Let's do it. I don't know what this song sounds like, but it's probably great. Yeah, this is the vibe.
All right. I'm kicking this shit off with the thing that I was planning on doing right as we started this, an investigation roll. So I want to investigate the room all around, every nook and cranny.
Yep. You go around and you don't find anything other than the two doors. One that you came through that locked on the way.
And I'm assuming the door on the other end is locked as well.
Yep, and it doesn't have like a lock that you can see. There's literally just a plain handle, and when you pull on it, it doesn't work. And then there's a lever next to that door and a fountain of coins.
The coins, like the fountain, is just like endlessly. You said, but where are the coins going? It's like water, where it's like recycling itself.
Yeah, you can't really see. It appears it's not like overflowing, but the coins they're there, and they are. It appears to be a fountain of them.
Okay. Well, here's what Gin proposes, given that where we are, and that things aren't really time sensitive, and that we just took a lot of hits and used some resources. I don't know where everybody's health is at. I know that y'all got hit hard and y'all healed a little bit at least.
Yeah, Darcy's not feeling good.
I'm not great.
Gin, for 2 reasons, suggests we take a little time to maybe use some of our innate abilities to regain some of our abilities, such as arcane recoveries and whatnot, and try to do a short rest in this room. If we don't sense any real danger or anything that feels time sensitive, I mean, obviously that could change as we stay longer in this room, but Gen wants to use a short rest if possible, and in that time he wants to meditate on the case and the facts that he's gained, as he is wont to do. You've seen before. Yep. You would also ask Argyros some questions about Miros.
That's totally fine. Darcy would agree with me. She's like, yeah, I'm not feeling so good. That whatever the hell that bomb, that gift threw at me really hurt. I'm good on spells. I didn't use anything other than cantrips, but I could definitely sit for a little bit.
Yeah, and how much did I see that grenade? Because if Gin saw what happened, or you got the description from y'all, his understanding would be it would be some mechanical device that held within it what looked like the power of a fireball, and he would be kind of using that information along with the gun that he has now carried across his back. He'd be considering some of that and that type of technology, which he hasn't seen before.
Yeah, if you were to go to where those exploded, and Argyros is right next to one when it exploded, and the 3 gnomes were in one.
Yep.
He would say that the gun smells similarly to the smell that lingered in the air when the grenade went off.
Explosive material of some kind.
Yeah, he would nod. He'd say yes. It makes sense. They must propel these projectiles out of their weapons somehow. It makes sense that they have some kind of alchemical ingredient that uses explosive force.
Perhaps your gnome tinker friend, or dwarf, I don't remember.
Baron
can help us figure these things out and potentially dismantle them in the hopes of figuring out how they work and whatnot. But that's not important right now. What is important, and I would just sitting kind of in a meditative stance, thinking, and I would ask just a general open-ended question about everything that Argyros knows about Miros, in the sense of what is important, given the fact that he knows we're coming and he's apparently set up this gauntlet of troubles for us that he is prepared within his tower. Is this clearly, the man's a psychopath and is someone that I would go out of my way to try to bring to justice, and now we're caught up in his tower. So I would just ask Argyros about, is this something that's par for the course on him? I guess we kind of already know it is, but just what he knows about him that would be relevant for our situation. And also, I would say to you, Bud, and maybe you'd already know to do this, but you should try to contact Root. I don't know how that would how successful you'd be, but in this time that would be something that I would want you to try to do, because I kind of feel responsible, as always, whenever you scout out with Root and it gets blown up.
Yeah, I mean, I probably am continuously trying that.
Yeah.
But I mean, last time it took a long time.
Yeah. It also matters how he gets expelled, but
yeah.
I mean, that's up to the DM to resolve.
Yeah, I would say make a nature check.
Okay. Oh no.
What the
Oh,
Yeah, you kind of
Root's
you
gone!
anything.
I
you
can't
reach
hear
out
him.
into the ether and try to feel for Root's essence in a way you've done many a time. But you kind of get the feeling that he's still there in the ethereal plane or in the astral plane somewhere. But it seems like his essence is currently scattered and maybe he's still recovering from his ordeal.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys can roll your hit die if you want. Darcy's going to use a couple of hers.
I'm
All right,
okay,
Darcy's back at full.
but I will get those sweet baby spell slots back. I only have 4.
Yeah, what is it? 2? It's 2 equivalent
Yeah,
of
getting
2.
in some work in that last fight.
Yeah.
It's equivalent of 2, right? Like either 2
At
level
level
1s.
4, yeah, you get a
At
level
level
2
4, you
spell
should
back
have-
or 2 level 1s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good there. And then
Darcy didn't use any spell slots, so she's Gucci. She didn't have to burn her arcane recovery.
Sweet.
hit die. Okay.
Yeah, you hit die. I think it's you have 4d6, so you can
Right.
expend however many you want.
Okay.
Yep, depends on what. Yeah, you're a no, so you get C6.
2.
But yeah, what kind of while this is happening, I'd be asking Argyros that general sentiment of.
Yeah, he'd look at you and he'd say, "Well, honestly, I wasn't expecting this type of. I wasn't expecting the kind of cruelty that we experienced, or just outright audacity that we experienced in my art show. I expected him to make a play. It's more of a spiteful, I suppose.
Is this a game y'all have played in the past? This is like a back and forth little, and it's never escalated this far. But this is something you have experienced before.
I certainly have not played games with this man.
Well, in the metaphorical sense that y'all,
Yeah.
he hits
No,
you
we-
and you hit him back.
He has not seen eye to eye with me very often, and his actions towards some of the more common folk, which I've seen him treat multiple people with just unnecessary contempt in a way that forced me to continually have disdain for him. Just not the kind of fellow I wanted to operate around, and I was fairly vocal about that with him, and he, mostly just sneered. Wasn't particularly intimidating at the time. I don't, but
is he
I certainly
someone
didn't
that?
realize he was capable of this.
Yeah, is he
until,
someone
I
that
suppose,
isn't in
recently.
jail just because of his position of power and the fact that he may or may not have the
So
forces in town
not-
that
he's
would
not-
bring him to
he's-
justice, or is he not actually doing that much crime? Is
he's
it
not.
just
So he's not outright. He is not outright committing crimes out, and he's
Right.
not.
Yeah.
Normally outside, just out in the open, just slaying citizens. That wouldn't stand.
that's
but,
what makes this so bold? and different
exactly.
than
That's
before.
what makes this bold. It doesn't make sense.
Yes. So what
I was surprised by it.
something has changed clearly, and that's I think what we're probably going to figure out whether we want to or not, or it's just a game and he wants us, and maybe you especially, to go through some suffering and maybe die in his thrall. But I think we need to decide now if we're going to face him. I mean, we probably won't. He seems like someone who's going to have his underlings do all the work, but I want to face him
We'll see.
eventually and find him, and we need to figure out how exactly we're going to do that. If we're going to
We'll see. I definitely think we should have a plan going in. He, regardless of my prowess in battle, he is a very powerful wizard.
exactly.
Regardless of what I think of the man, and he's known for his prowess with fire magic. So he can be certainly deadly. And I think based on his recent actions, I think we should expect him to be.
Yes.
And based on what I understand of the man, while he is conniving and certainly prefers his underlings to do his work, he's also extremely arrogant, and I don't think he would expect us to have the ability to defeat him. I'm not
Yeah.
even sure he knows I'm here.
He already seems to be underestimating us, and that's a good point. I guess he doesn't know for certain that you're here. He doesn't presumably have eyes on us, but he does know of our movements through his complex. But yeah, I mean, let's hope that he doesn't know you're here. But basically, I'm saying that I would want to take him alive, even if it complicates things and perhaps makes everything harder. I wouldn't want to just kill him. I would want to take him alive and make him answer for his crimes and question him and perhaps get more information on his involvement with the syndicate to begin
I
with.
certainly agree with you. I mean, my goal here is to protect my city, and I want him to be exposed. Outright killing him is not going to do anything to
Exactly.
potentially ruin him. I certainly would prefer we took him alive. I have no intention of killing this man.
He
I
would
want
perhaps
him
even
brought to
become-
justice.
Yeah. Okay, I'm glad we're in agreement. But he would perhaps even become a martyr to the criminal class that apparently still thrives in a place like this. But okay, that's good to know. And I think as we go forward, we should keep those things in mind as I continue to try to make sense of what the hell's going on. And again, you can kind of tell, like, he's still thinking about the fact that he fell in that trap and didn't hit the needles and that he's considered kind, or I mean, it's worked under some other type of rules universally, but he's still shook by that because a part of him's like he should be dead right now, and he's not. But putting him off because of the reason why potentially, but yeah.
Also, I can't remember if we talked about this, but you guys, when you were entering the warehouses, or when you got in the boxes to go to the warehouse, it was like a very clear evening without a cloud in the sky. And when you entered that arboretum with
I remember that.
the gifts, the sky was completely covered in clouds, and the only thing you could see was the top of Argyros' tower.
Yep, I remember that. Also, we got 1,600 gold last time, right? I already added it to my gold, 400 of it. If we split it evenly, then yeah, I added 400. I just wanted to like make a note of that. It's something I had because before we forget.
Yep.
Also,
I added for Darcy as well.
I guess this was earlier. This is something I wrote in my notes that I wanted to like say and just to like remind everyone in case I forget. I mean, I probably won't, but whenever we like stole that gold from within the warehouse, I tried to like sleight of hand it and not let Argyros know. Whatever the gold was that we found in the warehouse at the beginning. Gin was wanting to, with his share, because we split it evenly, I guess. Gin was planning on donating that to the library, to Alondra, to fund more books and knowledge. So that's something that he's going to want to do.
Something you can.
It's going to Robin Hood that gold to the right place.
Yeah, that's certainly something you can pursue, assuming you make it out of the tower alive.
Exactly. Okay, enough contemplation. Short rest is over. Unless somebody else wanted to talk to Argyros, obviously, then I would try to get going on this, whatever this room is. But
let's move.
I've said my piece.
All right. What are you guys doing?
Good question. What do y'all think? What's y'all's assessment? The lever is going to do something that probably has to do with the gold.
I don't know. I feel like, yeah, the lever's definitely going to do something. I feel like there's a chance it's going to like make the room overfill with like coins. Or
you're gonna get that Scrooge McDuck that you want.
That'd be a perfect way for Aldrich to go. He'd be happy.
He'd die smiling. His gold.
But
like
he wouldn't want to do that to his friends.
Yeah.
So
he'd be fine with that, but he wouldn't be fine with it taking everybody down.
Yeah.
Gold, endlessly flowing gold. You could try to like take a spoonful out with like a cup or something and see what happens.
I'm worried that if we touch it at all, it's going to cause something to happen in the room.
I agree.
So, I mean, we have the lever and the kind of pool of gold in the middle, or the
then two doors.
Waterfall. Yep. Door we came into and the other door.
I want to go to both doors and just inspect them for magic and or traps. I guess one person could do each. I'm gonna do I'll do an Arcana check if I can.
Nope, that was the wrong thing for me. Yeah. Darcy will do the other door. So she'll walk up to, I guess, the door behind us, and she is very sure that there's no magic on this door.
Okay, but I'm less sure, but pretty sure. Like at least I know.
Well, you can't really tell. You can't really tell much about what's going on there. But Darcy would say there doesn't appear to be any magic on this one. I think the most of the doors and what closed it was mechanical in nature.
Okay. Well. What's our plan of action once I pull this lever? Given we have no idea what happens next.
Should we do something with the pool first and then try to pull the lever if something happens?
I don't know. Try to Scrooge McDuck in there, my guy.
Okay, I'm not gonna Scrooge McDuck.
I'll grab a single coin. Try to grab a coin.
Aldrich is gonna try to grab a coin.
Use like a cup or something though.
Do I have a cup?
What's on the ceiling?
For a cup.
Oh, again, look at the ceiling.
You can have a cup if you want one.
Whew, good. Okay.
What's on the ceiling here? Genwood, look up.
If anything, you have like an empty vial from a potion you drink or something.
Yeah.
Okay. The ceiling is just like the ceiling is basically just like kind of a blank stone slate. It's a pretty ugly room.
Okay.
Okay.
All on the walls. There's no other seams or no windows based on our investigations.
Yeah, just like stone walls. They're like featureless. There's nothing on them. There's been a lot of artwork in the other rooms, but this one's just it's a stone, ugly room with this kind of old-looking tile floor.
Gold.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get some coins. See what happens.
Gonna try to teach us a lesson about greed or something. This bastard.
Okay, so you as soon as you take your cup and you begin to dip it into the coins, and as soon as the cup touches the coins vanish, and an ethereal countdown begins in all of your heads, and it says 20. 19, 18, 17, 16, and it keeps counting like that.
Shit.
What do you guys do?
I put some coins in there.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh, the coins vanish. There's no coins.
Yeah, no, but he's saying put one of your
some
coins in there.
Oh, you put some coins? Okay. It keeps counting. It's
Coins
a
are
10
Does
now.
it eat
Wait,
them?
what do the coins look like? Do they look like real coins, or could I like as
Yeah,
I like
they
expected
look like normal gold
normal
pieces.
dragons or whatever they're called?
The ones that I like pulled out as well just disappeared.
Yeah, you didn't get it. Like as soon as your like the edge of your cup made contact with the coins in the fountain, that disappeared.
Okay. By the way, I'm over here next to the lever, and I was just like standing next to it in case for whatever
What
reason
is
I
the
wanted to
what is
pull
the
it.
countdown at?
It's at 0 now.
Countdown's now at 10, but it's
Okay, well, do I pull the
counting
lever?
down now.
Do I pull the
lever?
Darcy looks at you and says, "Pull the lever."
Okay, I'm gonna pull the lever. I'm gonna pull the lever.
Okay. The countdown restarts.
Okay.
Restarts.
And yeah, it's continuing to count down again. It's at 20 again.
Okay.
It's,
All right.
So we either need to pull it at the certain time or we just let it run out. I think we just let it run out.
Well, it's a lost
Wait,
situation.
why?
We're gonna stay here for like 20 years just pulling the lever, just
letting it run out. Yeah, but we should try
I mean, we have to
other
wait.
things before
Yeah.
letting it run out.
Like pulling it at different intervals.
I'll pull it at every interval, but at the same time, we
You
should
got
start
5
just
seconds.
trying to blast
You
down
got
the
5
doors.
seconds.
All right, I'm
4,
gonna pull the lever,
3.
and I'm gonna start Eldritch blasting the door.
Okay. All right. You pull the lever. The countdown restarts, and you Eldritch blast the door.
Yep.
Okay. Roll attack.
I'm gonna go over to the lever.
Yeah, someone else can
Hits
get
the
on the
door
lever.
horribly.
I'm gonna pull it.
I'm gonna shoot it
Okay.
again.
I'm gonna
Okay.
pull it again.
Someone else try the other door or something. I don't know.
All right. Your Eldritch blast cracks into the door, seemingly to no effect.
No damage. Is it stone or wood?
It's very robust, stout, like beams of wood. It appears.
It's not magical, and an Eldritch blast isn't doing anything.
I'll firebolt the other door just to see what
Yeah.
happens.
Okay. Roll an attack. Bud, you're pulling the lever repeatedly.
Yep. I'm pulling it like every.
Pull it at
possible-
every interval. Yeah, we're gonna be pulling it at every interval while we do
I'm
this
gonna
dual purpose
keep it
testing.
Or 20, whatever
Okay.
it was.
Um,
Arms are getting tired already.
yeah. You pull it in every interval.
I'm using
the
Mage
countdown
to pull it.
restarts every time.
So he pulled it at 1, and it still like he got all the way down to like 3, 2, 1, and it still didn't. So we probably have to let it run out. But something terrible might happen. We need to be ready for it. So let's all like prep ourselves.
There's a way. I'm gonna keep pulling it.
You're gonna keep pulling it on 0.
What 20 times in a row?
I'm pulling it on like 19. I'm pull it 19. Like every single. I can pull it, or is there any like lag period, or can I just like pull it resets, pull it resets, pull it, basically keeping it full?
Yeah, you can keep it full.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
You're like 20, 20, 20.
Yeah.
And you just like it's just
I'm just
gross,
gonna
like
keep-
nasty voice, and it's in your heads. It's kind of annoying.
It's like hitting the.
It's not the sound of
crosswalk thing
Miros?
over and over again. Like wait.
No, it's just it's similar to the sound that when the door asks you for a passphrase in the painting room.
Okay.
It's similar to that voice.
Which was
What is Arguros doing this time?
Is there any
he's
inscriptions like anywhere on
he's
the?
like
fountain?
Arguros at this point is kind of like feeling around the walls and like just inspecting everything. He's like, I hate this place, and he's like inspecting the door. He's trying to like see if he can get out with his thieves' tools, but there's no opening other than the handle.
Yep.
And then at this point, he's got his rapier out in case something bad happens.
Yep.
But at this point, he's just kind of sitting there thinking.
I
with his eyes closed.
would say we let it run out and assume something's going to enter from one or both doorways, so we prep ourselves at each one. That's what I propose.
There's no inscriptions or anything on the fountain. Like there's nothing there.
No, the fountain's not there anymore. It's just that it's,
Oh, the fountain's
The fountain's not even there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I
the
thought
fountain's
the
not even
fountain's
there. It's just it's an open space in the floor. Actually,
It's an open
Right.
space.
It's-
Like
no,
a
it's like
blank
it's
space?
like
It's just
yeah,
blank.
like
It's the
like
same as
everything
the
else.
stone. Yep.
It's
A
gone.
sky door?
Okay, that's the only thing I'm gonna like. We should position ourselves around each door. I guess more people at the door over here, 2 people at the door back there. Let it run out, see what happens. That's the only thing we have left. Or I could say if it's the same like syndicate style voice. What is it? Sign in blood and always what was it called?
I think it's tread and power and always sign in blood.
Tread in power and always sign in blood. Yeah, I would say that while it's counting down,
Nothing happens.
telepathically and physically.
Nothing happens.
Fuck you, syndicate voice. All right. Yeah, I don't know. What do y'all think? Do y'all agree with that plan or have a better one?
I mean, I can cast. No, I'm gonna go ahead and somebody else come over and keep pulling this, and buy me a minute, and I'll cast snare on one of the doorways.
You got MP time in this room.
I mean,
We do. I mean, why not? There's
You
no
can use a
reason
spell
not.
slot.
Let's take a fucking long rest.
Yeah, we'll take shifts. No, all I need is a minute to cast snare. I'll put snare in front of one of the doorways, and then we pile by the other one.
Yeah, we could do that.
I pull it.
It's.
Again, switch with me.
I'll switch with
All
you.
right.
Which one? Which one am I doing?
Do it on the door that is in front of us. It's more likely.
This one?
Or Miros would know we would think that and would do it on the other door, maybe. So either way, we're fucked. Or we could reverse psychology and rabbit hole into infinity.
Okay, I'm gonna begin channeling, or I'm gonna cast.
Are you doing it on that door?
Yeah, I'm
Where
gonna
we
do it on
came in?
this door. Nope. Yep. Oh well.
No, do the other door.
Well,
do the one we're going into.
little brown poop.
So we snare ourselves when we leave.
It's a I just deleted myself.
What?
Oh,
Bud, where'd you
You
go?
winked out of existence.
Can
I
you
just
control
like-
that?
Why does it let me
I'll bring you
delete
back.
myself? I was trying to delete this stupid little brown mark.
I have no idea. Okay, hang on. I'll copy you over.
I'll just be this brown mark now.
No, it's
Fuck no!
This is fun.
Bud
Click
just
yourself here.
vanished. Something devastating happened to Bud. You might want to heal your token.
Okay.
While we're waiting in this time,
Drummer
I'm waiting
lasts
till
for
1
an hour, right?
every time.
No, Mage Hour lasts for 8. Okay, so I still have it because I cast
Yeah,
that
Mage
last.
Armor is forever.
Okay. Draw shape. Let me change the color.
I'm waiting till 1
Wait, so
on every
are
lever
you
pull
doing?
while we're waiting.
Wait, so you're casting the snare at the door you guys
No.
came through,
I'm going here.
or the one over
This
here. Okay, got it.
There. Has to be there. We get fucked up the butt, then that's fine. We lost to reverse psychology in feed game. Or they come through both.
Snares there, and then we can go over here, and then I can try and disguise us as something.
Let's not. I mean, I don't want to burn too much. We don't even
No,
know
I mean, it's
if
free.
anything is going to happen.
It's a free. I mean, I can.
Disguise self is
right-
free?
No, not disguise self. Like minor illusion. Like I can.
Oh.
I can turn myself into a barrel at least. I'm gonna turn myself into a barrel and just sit right
You're a
next to
blind
the door,
little barrel?
right here.
Wait, what are you casting to turn yourself into a barrel with minor illusion?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
Yeah, you have improved
basically-
minor illusion. That's
You
right.
have
I'm gonna-
improvement.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Cover myself in a barrel and then step inside the illusion.
Yeah,
so
you're
it
not
looks
big.
like.
You're not big. I'll let you do that.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna be right here.
All
You
right.
guys go to the other side of the room, and then maybe I get a sneak attack in.
I'm getting right here. I'm getting in the center of the room, facing the door.
Do it.
I want to.
So we're
Yeah,
done.
Argyros
We're
would. Argyros
So
would
it's counting
stand
the-
in front of. He would not right there. What the fuck? He would go. Oh yeah, I forgot to roll Argyros' hit dice. He'd be like right there. He'd be like, I'll take the brunt of whatever comes through.
Oh,
So
well,
we're
in that case, I'm going to move over a little bit. Gross. I'm not going to shoot you in the back.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a flank in the room so I can see like both, or try to like pay attention to both doors.
We got 5 seconds.
I'll stand next to Argyros, so if something
Who's man the
attacks,
lever?
he's gonna
Like,
get
you need-
Let's
advantage.
gonna mage hand it. I'm gonna pull it one more time.
Okay. Darcy's gonna step back a little bit 'cause she's pretty flimsy, but
What's that? What's the video game we used to play where you could stop the countdown in like the, or you could restart the countdown in is that Halo?
Halo in the lobby.
Is it? You
Yeah.
could just keep.
You can keep delaying the countdown. That's true though. You said earlier it was like whenever you're at the street sign, it's like wait.
Yeah.
That's
It's like-
exactly what we're doing.
Wait.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm ready
I'm
to
not
let
gonna
it
pull
go.
it.
I'm priming myself. I have an Eldritch Blast ready to blast back whatever is going to come through, or let it hit the snare. Either way.
all right. So you hear the ethereal voice counting in your head. 5, 4, 3,
It cuts to each of our faces.
1, and then it hits 0, and the door swings open,
And
and there's a staircase. Nothing comes through.
Bud picks up his snare and puts it back.
we're all just silent. We're all just silent as we walk out. Look at Miros played our ass.
So I feel kind of bad. I literally had that puzzle in my other game, and I was like, "Fuck, I know the solution to this," but I didn't want to like.
Did you?
Yeah, I literally had that
that
same
someone might,
puzzle.
because I read about this puzzle a long time ago, and I was like, that's hilarious. I want to use that in a campaign
Yeah.
sometime.
My party
Damn
did
it.
the exact same thing where they just tried to pull at different
John,
intervals.
you immediately metagame because you were like, the second thing we were gonna do is like let it run out.
I know. He said let it run out. I was like, I bet John's read this puzzle before.
Well, I was kind of just like throwing the idea out there, but I didn't want to like be like, "Hey guys, that's the solution. That's what we need to do." I just wanted to see
Obviously,
like what
John,
y'all would
if you
do
did
with
that, we'd all shit on you. But
Yeah.
okay, it doesn't matter. We walk out.
Bud rolls a marble down the stairs.
All right. As you walk out, you just hear you hear that similar voice of over the intercom snickering as you walk along the staircase. It's just like, I hope you didn't burn too many spell slots. That's all.
You bitch! Can you see us? I'm gonna say that.
No answer. Okay, so the door opens to a kind of one of these staircases you've seen. It's like an ornate marble staircase. It doesn't go up too far. It looks like it's maybe like one flight of stairs with like a rug, or a red carpet with gold trim. And then there's another similar door. It's not like an elevator though, but there's a door too that can be opened there. So what are you guys doing?
Walking up the stairs, I'll be helping Bud
Going up there.
as he rolled his marble. You roll. Do the stairs go up or down?
Stairs down or up?
They go up. Sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You're not gonna have fun rolling that marble up.
Does Bud have a slinky? You like a forest
Yeah.
slinky on him? That'd be fun.
I got a trap slinky.
Don't touch that slinky. It'll kill you. All right, yeah, we'll go up the stairs.
Okay. Are you leading the charge again?
That's an ominous question.
I was just curious, you know.
Yeah, I'll lead the charge. I'll lead
All right. Okay. Yeah, you get about Argyros kind of walking behind you, and he's just like he kind of mumbles like when you said "fuck you, bitch." He's like, "God, I hate this son of a bitch."
Yeah, for real.
And you get about halfway up the staircase, and you hear a click, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yep.
Woo!
Woo-hoo-hoo! Gin's ready. He's got detective mode on. He's ready for this shit. Whatever's about to happen.
Yeah, you the something opens up in the banister next to you, and a fireball erupts out of it, and you were able to dodge, take a step back just in time.
And I would-
Argyros catches.
With that, I would like
Catches
even
you.
grab Argyros and try to move him out of the way as well. I guess he was like a little
Yeah,
bit behind me.
he had like jumped back and he caught you kind of while you were jumping out of the way, but you had no trouble jumping out of the way. It was no problem.
Like, okay, let's be careful where we step. There might be. Let's just be
Yeah,
more cognizant.
Argyros kind of grabs the bridge of his nose. He's like, oh, okay, why don't you guys let me lead? And he's gonna detect traps.
Okay. Yep, that's smart. So this stairwell goes up
And-
for several like flights. Because I know we were 8 floors from the top whenever we got off in the arboretum or the hunting preserve or whatever we want to call it. I don't know if I'm saying that word right.
Yeah, so you were, you went up a couple flights of stairs to get to the room where you were in. So you're probably like, you can tell you're probably like on like the 50. There's 60 floors in this building, and you're probably on the 56th or 7th floor.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So we continue.
Yep. Argyros does not detect any traps.
Of course, there's just one for old Gin, but he would be dead if he wasn't prepared for such things. long
Okay.
ago.
All right. So now you guys open the door at the top of the stairs.
Argyros does.
Okay.
Like Argyros, go ahead and open that door.
Okay. Where are you guys standing when he opens it?
At least 5 feet behind him. I would back up.
Okay. Yeah, he opens the door. Nothing happens.
Like, check for traps on that bad boy.
And- Yeah, he did a general traps check, but he did not. It wasn't a great check, honestly, but there were no traps. So,
I have to trust him at this point. His life is basically in our hands, and vice versa.
all right. So you open, and what feels like the cool night air kind of hits you. And as you step into this room, you're greeted by what appears to be sort of like a meadow filled with various trees and moonlight kind of filtering through the trees. And you see a group of figures standing at the center of this field, and beyond them you see what looks to be like something swinging between 2 trees horizontally. And you can make a perception check to see how much you know about whatever it is.
Swinging in trees horizontally. Like a monkey. Yep, it's a monkey to me.
Darcy didn't see it.
This is interesting. So we're now outdoors, like in the open air of the night at this altitude.
Yeah, so Aldrich, everything's not as it seems in this room. You get the sense that that's the case. And you also see that the thing swinging between the trees, it appears to be a person in a hammock.
Is that this over here? The red dot person?
Yeah. That's this person.
And these
Person in a-
people are awake
Okay.
and right there and just looking at us now? They see us?
Yeah, so if you get closer, it's like one like adult-sized figure. No, well, adult for a human-sized figure, and then 3 figures that look child-sized.
Okay. So what do y'all want to do?
Argyros. Wow. Okay. He rolled a natural 20 on his perception check. So you see him walk up and he says, "Enough with this charade. I was hoping I'd see you again." And you hear a familiar voice ring out, and coming from the area in the hammock, and it says, "Huh. I wasn't expecting you to come in the flesh, but it's good to see you. I wonder who you're keeping. Rather curious company, Mr. Argyros." And
What
you
voice
guys-
is this? Is this the
You guys
Night
recognize
Fox?
this voice as the voice of the Night Fox. And so there's Darcy's going to be next to you again. And she just she kind of keeps swinging. And Argos again stares and kind of begins walking up. And he says, I demand answers for what you did to those people there. Why are you complicit in this? I don't understand. And she kind of just shakes her head and laughs and says, oh, sweetheart, this is just so beyond your petty art show. I work for higher powers. And while I have to endure this fool Miros occasionally, I'm here for reasons that are far beyond you, my foolish friend.
I'm going to start like circling around as he steps forward. I'm going to start circling around this way, kind of like, I guess, going underneath this tree and trying to get over there. And as I do that and I'm listening to her, I want to insight check what she just said.
Okay. Yeah, you're not really sure what to make of it.
But I'm like circling around and I'm going to telepathically say to Argyros, how should we proceed? I'm trying to get a perimeter around and try to prepare for potential. We already have seen what the
She already
Nighthawks
saw
can do.
all of us, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm
she sees
assuming.
all. You get the feeling she sees all of you.
Yeah, so I'm like spreading out, I'm fanning out, and I'm trying to get like a better tactical position is what I'm relaying that to Argyros mentally.
Yeah. So as you kind of are like sweeping around, you hear the taller figure say, who just looks like an adult man in sort of ragged clothing, say, "Step no further, intruder. What business do you have here? This is my field."
Well,
And then you hear the child figures kind of repeat, my field.
Who might you be? What's your name? I would say to the figure that spoke first, the tall adult man.
A man's name is nothing to you. What business do you have here? If you continue, I guard this. I guard this field. It is my field. And then the child repeat, my field.
The business of our lives. We're not here of our own volition. We would like to pass through your field without any trouble, if possible. We don't mean you or these others any harm.
He would say, a man's purpose is specifically not to let intruders pass through the field. What business have you in my field?
I figured.
And then you hear, my field, from the children again.
Why do you not let people pass? As I can, I'm gonna like, can I like also perception check while I'm talking to him what the Night Fox is doing? She's just swinging her hammock. There's nothing.
Yeah, she's just hanging out in her hammock.
Does she seem like she's keeping an eye on us, or is she just?
She's kind of
lazily
chuckling at this exchange.
Okay. What is the guy wearing? Would this require perception, or can I just like stare at him and like?
No, he's like standing in the moonlight, so it's not super well lit, but you can tell he's just like wearing like a ragged shirt with like ragged cloth pants, and the kids are with similarly tattered clothing.
And these are kids and not like halflings or gnomes.
They appear to be human children.
Okay.
What's in the like outskirts of this like field? Is it just like
Yeah, is it
darkness that we
walls?
can't see beyond?
Yeah.
Walls or what?
It's strange. Where there should be walls, it appears to just extend
Into like forest?
into just like darkness. Yeah.
Darkness.
Okay. Aldrich will step up to the rest of them, or I guess the rest of us. I don't know if they have a reaction as I walk up, but I just want to say, like, we mean you no harm to you or your field. And see how they respond.
He turns to face you and he says, harm means nothing to us. You could not harm us. Why are you in my field? What business have you here?
Perhaps we'll find out.
And then you hear the children say, business.
We're just merely trying to pass through.
I would say to
Purpose is
him,
to prevent that.
I would say to him, be like, what business does she have here?
What
And
did you
point
say,
to
Will? I
Night
didn't
Fox.
hear you.
He said a man's business is to prevent that.
Oh.
Yeah, he's saying what he already said to me. He would have already heard, I would assume. But yeah.
I didn't hear that part. My bad.
And the man would say, the mistress's business is her own. And you would hear the three say, mistress.
I would say to the Night Fox, are these your servants? Your slaves, perhaps? These are
Oh,
children.
please. Slaves? What a dull word. You're so bourgeois.
Do they look
No,
like
these are not
they're?
my slaves.
Oh, sorry.
Who keeps slaves? What kind of loser are you?
Oh, looks like
these
you
are just
do.
these are just a group of my kind summoned friends.
Do they look like
Oops, did
they're
I say
under like
summoned?
Summoned.
mind control or any? Okay, summon. Never mind.
Yeah.
The children look like they're smirking, and the man is just kind of looks a little manic.
Okay. Think about this. I'm going to try to telepathically speak with one of what I now understand are summoned beings. The center one. I'm going to say, can you hear me? Just to the one in the center. See if he can
A
respond.
man hears much. He responds, but he speaks vocally. He says, a man hears much. And the children respond, much.
All right. I would say to Argyros telepathically,
Mhm.
like, Okay, so there's summoned beings that are here to protect the Night Fox and us, our passage. How do we want to proceed? I can move on. We can all move on the Night Fox and duke
Okay.
this out. Or what do you
So
think?
everybody make an insight check.
Holy shit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is a mass illusion, baby. Mass hallucination, baby.
Yeah, that's exactly what this fucking is, Gen and Darcy, and Bud. There's some powerful illusion magic going on in this room. At this point, Darcy steps forward and she says, "Drop the illusion. We know what's going on here. We're here to make you pay for the crimes you committed in the poor innocents you slaughtered." And then the Night Fox put a hand on her chest and said, "Me? I killed no one. I wasn't even there. I didn't even see anything. What are you talking about?" And Darcy kind of grits her teeth and she's like, "You killed an innocent child's mother, you bitch." There's a lot of venom in her voice.
Gen's nodding.
And the Night Fox says, "Ooh, some fire in this one. No wonder you guys were able to get through my rainbow box. Oh yes, I do recognize you, by the way. Strange group of traveling sorcerers and wizards. You keep interesting company, Mr. Argyros. Are these your escorts?"
You've made interesting enemies, Night Fox.
I could say the same for you, sweetheart.
Suppose so. Bit of an impasse here.
She sighs and she says, "I guess we are." And she gets out of her hammock and snaps her fingers. And things begin to change. This room is not what it appears. You're actually in a large stone-lit corridor with statues and blue tile, and the Night Fox is standing upon a large, what appears to be sort of stage-like area. In front of her, you see a familiar piece of magic appear, and that is a field of magic that you encountered previously. Sizzling between the walls of the stage is that shimmering field you encountered in the Rainbow Box of Mystery, and it's red right now. And she says, "Welcome to the game, children." And you see as the forms of the humans begin to become kind of translucent and shimmer, and all of a sudden they change, and you realize in front of you are 4 horrific-looking aberrations with eyes spouting out of their heads. 1 rather large one, and 3 small ones.
Eldritch shrieks.
Yep, you can do a nature check on this one. Yep. Yeah, so you understand these are. This is not a full-fledged beholder in front of you, but they are beholder-like creatures.
Yep. That's
and
not good.
So Darcy would say, "Shit. Okay, these guys can do all sorts of stuff with their eyes. Be careful. They can render you inert and do a lot of damage. We need to take these things down quickly." And she was like, "Oh, you're so adorable." You hear from the Night Fox. Like, "But you're exactly right. We're going to kill you, and I need everybody to roll initiative."
Yep.
Hang on, let me add the turnover.
Shit. All right, I selected my character.
Make sure it works for Darcy. Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Also,
wrong button.
I was thinking this is something I was thinking about in the car also, as far as how to resolve speaking during combat, because you were saying you can only speak during your turn versus speaking in front of other people's turns. And I think, you can agree or disagree, but I think the way to resolve it would be, since everything is kind of happening all at once, and part of Gin's character and the way I like to play him obviously is doing strategy and trying to speak telepathically or otherwise with the group, and getting people to hold actions like we've done before, and that kind of requires me speaking during other people's turns. So it would be, I can say, because each thing is 6 seconds all happening at once, and I can say convey one sentiment, command, idea, whatever it is, per round during any part of it, because it could be before I take my action or after, and then that's it. I would, whether it's on my turn or not, that's all I could say. If we want to
that's fair.
more structure it.
Yeah, so the only reason I was DM hammering that is because it's 6 seconds, so right. Gen does a lot of stuff on his turns.
You can't say a
there's
ton.
Components to your spells, and there's there's stuff that you're doing, and you talk on your turn too. So if that's going on in 6 seconds, you can only do so much. That's the only reason I was DM hammering it.
Yep.
But okay, yeah, I'll say you get one kind of free action to speak during each of the rounds.
Okay, yeah, because I was thinking if it's all happening at once, then I would be able to say it. Maybe I would preempt my own action by saying it while someone else is going, if I'm later in the turn order, or during my turn.
Yeah, I was thinking about how to fix that, but God, these guys roll like shit.
Yes.
Damn it, my monsters. All right, Sunday, and first in the initiative order is Darcy, and Darcy is going to waste no time. She rolled a pretty high nature check. She knows what the fuck is going on here, and she is going to. Oh, wow. Damn it, Darcy. Oh, okay, never mind. She's going to cast Shatter.
Woohoo.
She's going to cast it right here. So
Right in the heart of
it's
them.
the
Yeah.
the larger beholder creature and one of the smaller ones. And unfortunately, it's only a 10-foot sphere. Yeah, it's a 10-foot sphere. So they make Constitution saving throws. It fails. Oh, that's a critical miss. All right, so they're going to take some damage. All right, they both fail. Fuck. Darcy, stop it.
You're battling against yourself, the DM player
Hey,
complex.
Beckham.
God damn it! All right, that was a lot of damage. Okay, so you see Darcy kind of like she points her hand out, and you hear a sharp ringing, and the eyes in this smaller beholder type creature just go wide, and it just sort of bulges, and its head it just explodes.
It dies? Oh, wow.
And it is dead. It is
Because I'm
dead.
paying close attention to how durable these things are based on. Yeah, okay. That's.
And this thing takes some damage. It's still looking okay though. All right, and next it's Argyros' turn, and Argyros is going to step up in the spotlight, and he is going to try. Oh well, he rolled a 2, so no sneak attack for him. And he takes his rapier out and he tries to swing at the beholder, the spectator. It's a spectator, guys.
Yep.
And the spectator kind of lashes out with its tongue and catches his blade and sort of tosses his strike aside. And it sneers at him and snickers. He's like, a spectator will not let intruders pass. And it sneers at him. And again, it's your turn.
Okay. So is this a pillar right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're kind of like on the raised part of the stairs. So it's kind of like a stairwell up, sort of, but it's like 3 stairs.
Okay.
And then there's a pillar right here.
Okay.
And there are like kind of fountains and pools of water in locations that look like this.
Yep.
But they're super shallow.
All right. I am going to, based on that nature check, what do I know about how they attack? Like they use their eyes, and is it more like, to put it into like real world terms? Is it more like an effect that just happens to me, or is it like a beam that they're shooting out and trying to aim at me?
Yeah, it's. You would know that they utilize. Well, so you actually don't know about these creatures, but you know a beholder when he fights, which is a relatively legendary aberration. People have heard of them, especially in your line of work. You know that when they attack, they use eye rays.
And it's like a thing they're aiming at me. It doesn't just happen. Okay. That's
no, it does just happen. But
it does just happen. Damn it.
If you're asking whether it requires a saving throw, it does.
Is it an attack roll and a saving throw though?
Nope.
It'd just be a saving throw. Okay. That changes what I would do. Because I would want to know
that's
like
some free information for you.
Yeah, because I would want to know. I was trying to put it in game terms.
Yeah, no, I hear you. But yeah, these things are. I mean, all I have to do is look at you.
Shit. Well, that makes this fight a lot harder.
That's the point. You guys killed my hippos too easily, and I hate you.
You're the Skinner. You see that meme? The Skinner is like, you're trying to kill your demigods, or you're like making fun adventures for your friends and smiling.
You're already down. My gauges rolled 3s. They're all gonna be dead by the time the fucking turns come up.
Yeah, this changes what I'm gonna do for sure. So I'm going to cast Hex on this guy over here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna choose Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. You have disadvantage on Wisdom saving throws as well, correct?
Yep, that's how it works. And then I am going to, I guess, Toll the Dead. Yeah, even though it hasn't taken damage. No, actually, I have 90 feet on. This is only 30 feet. I was like thinking this is longer. I'll cast Hex on that one over there and cast Toll the Dead on it because I know it took damage.
Okay.
Better choice.
So it has disadvantage. Roll a 3. Woo! Holy shit!
Damage.
God damn it! All right. Okay. This thing, it gets staggered and it's hovering and it kind of falls to the ground for a second, and its eyes sort of blink, it looks really bad off, but it appears to still be moving.
Okay, and I would not telepathically. I'll just say it out loud. I don't care. Kind of to Darcy, Aldrich, and Bud behind me as I move into position behind this pillar. I'm gonna get behind this pillar and I'm gonna go prone, like kind of trying to shield myself underneath the stairwell. Even knowing that's gonna restrict my movement, I don't feel like I need to move that much, so I'm gonna go prone. And I'm going to say to y'all, like, we should try to take down as many players as possible. Like, the less things that are there, focus them down. Even though we want to take down the large one, obviously. And I don't know how to get it, the Night Fox, through that barrier. But then I'm done.
Okay. All right. So how does this shit work? Okay. Wow. It's the Night Fox's turn, and I need everybody to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Nice.
And the gnomes have advantage. Again, you have disadvantage.
Oh, shit.
Wizzy. 14.
Don't you have your stuff in your character sheet, Alex? I thought you did.
No.
All right. All right. So everybody sees all of a sudden this like twisting pattern of like colors and strangeness just appears in front of you, and it's weaving in and out. It looks like you're tripping on something. It's crazy. Gan and Bud, you fall to the ground incapacitated.
Shit.
Aldrich and Darcy, you see Argyros. He appears like he maybe was affected, but then you see him clench his fist and snap his joints, and he appears to shake it off. And you kind of feel an intrusion into your mind, and but you were able to fight it back. And
Can
you
I
guys are
maintain
okay.
concentration while incapacitated?
You do not. And the Nightfox snickers. She's like, "Oh, those weak of thought." And Aldrich, it's your turn.
Okay. Which one did Gen hit? Gen hit this one?
Nope.
Again, hit
The
this
one that got hit by
the other
Shatter.
one.
Where am I on the turn order?
Okay.
Oh, did you not get added? What did you roll?
13.
Okay, so it would be your turn right now, but you're
Incapacitated.
currently incapacitated.
He doesn't get to roll in his turn.
What does incapacitation mean? Right.
You're currently incapacitated. So I guess you can roll a Constitution check.
If he didn't get to roll, we're really in trouble. Oh, God.
I'll be straight. I mean, the description of the spell says you don't roll, but I'm gonna let you roll.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck level is this character?
So I'm just fucked.
She used a pretty
until the
powerful
next
spell on
turn?
you guys.
Or what?
You don't know. You're incapacitated.
Well, I mean, if that's how the spell works, then I won't roll. Just tell me. Bud doesn't need to be.
I'm not going to tell you that.
Bud's ready to
It's
die.
up to the DM. The DM was making a judgment.
Okay. So you want me to roll Constitution?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a Constitution check. Okay.
Greedy.
Wow. Okay.
Holy shit.
All right. So God damn, that was a high
Bud
fucking
Jackie
DC,
Chan's up.
let me tell you. That was around what you needed.
Let me tell you something.
Damn. I shouldn't have let you do that. Okay.
That's destiny, man. That's fate. He rolled a natty.
Yeah, I know. I fucking said it. Okay, so your eyes kind of snap open. You're familiar with the nature of what happened to you. You realize there was some powerful illusion magic, and even in your subconscious, you were able to fight through it, and you kind of snap awake. But that is and you're currently prone, so I'll let you have half your movement. But you that was your action.
Okay. So I mean, there's nothing I can do but just move a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, then I'll just stay. There's no reason. I don't have any other bonus capabilities.
Okay, Aldrich, it's your turn.
Okay. Aldrich wants to. Fuck. What do we do?
Can I pretend to still be incapacitated?
Mm.
Roll a general intelligence check, just to see how you're handling the awareness of all of this. Yeah. So okay, yeah, you come to and you're aware that you fell down and appear incapacitated right now.
Okay. I'm gonna play dead for a minute.
That's hilarious.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let you do that.
She was
roll a
smart to
performance
just
check.
target me with another spell, but
Actually, I'm not gonna make you roll. I already made you roll an intelligence check to see if you could do it. Yeah, you stay there and don't move.
okay.
Aldrich, what are you doing?
I will move here.
Okay.
Or I guess here's fine. And I want to Scorching Ray, the big baddie.
All right, all three.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beep, bop, boop.
All right. 2 of those are going to hit. So you see Aldrich, Darcy and Argyros see Aldrich, and he kind of channels a circle of fire energy, sort of appears in front of him, and 3 scorching rays fly out. One kind of goes wide and cracks into harmlessly into what's her name's barrier, and then 2 crash into the spectator, and he takes a decent amount of damage. He looks like he's in not great shape.
So the Scorching Ray hits the barrier and doesn't do anything?
Yeah.
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay.
Can you describe the barrier again? I might have missed it.
Yeah, so it's just a scintillating, like kind of crackling red of energy that's sort of like undulating, and it's like a very like red, but has a translucence to it that you can kind of see the Nightfox standing there through it.
And it looks similar to what?
It looks,
yeah,
it looks exactly like what you encountered in the.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. Did I add Bud to the order? No, I didn't. Fuck.
That
You
was
know,
13.
if you had I just assumed that my players had, done the initiative correctly and had it. I'll resort when we get to the bottom of the order. Okay. It's the spectator's turn, and he is going to do some shit. Let me tell you. All right, so he's going to.
Like a Ghostbusters monster.
He took a bunch of damage from Aldrich and Darcy, so he's going to stare at Aldrich, and he is going to. You see this kind of ray of sickening blackish red energy fire out at you, and you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Okay. So you're able to kind of like duck down, and it just grazes your shoulder, but it hurts like shit.
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna take. Holy shit. Okay. You're gonna take 10 points of damage.
Damn.
And Darcy. Okay. Darcy's gonna make a Constitution saving throw, and she rolls a natural 1. I guess I should have rolled on the character sheet, but she rolled a natural 1. Trust me. And you see this ray of green energy lash out at Darcy, and she's just a little too slow to get through it. And you see her body just go rigid as she is unable to move.
Jeez.
And that's the spectator's turn. And it's now, all right, it's Gazer 1's turn, and it's going to shoot at Darcy. Actually, no, it saw Darcy get frozen.
So Gen is incapacitated right now?
Yep.
Gen is incapacitated. So, okay, it's going to shoot at Argyros because it sees this thing up in its grill. It's actually going to move over here to get some vision on him. And Argyros needs to make saving throw. And wow. Argyros is rolling like shit. Okay, so you see this kind of like strange purple ray lash out from one of the eyes of the Gazer, and it crashes into Argyros. But it appears to start doing something as he's shaking something off. But then he again shakes his head and stares resolutely at the Gazer. He is seemingly unaffected. And Aldrich, you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
All right. So you see this a pale blue ray lash out at you. It comes flying towards you, but you're just quick enough to duck out of the way, and it crashes sort of into the wall above Bud, and you take no damage.
Sweet.
And it's the next Gazer's turn. He is going to fire a ray at Argyros. Okay. He's going to make a dexterity saving throw, which he makes. You see it. You see you see a ray kind of he gets hit by that ray and sort of shakes it off. And then immediately his supreme senses allow him to sense something else coming. And he kind of just ducks and arcs and does a backflip over this similar ray that tried to hit Aldrich, and he's dodged it successfully. And Aldrich, he's gonna shoot another ray at you, and it's that similar kind of purplish, sickly purple ray, and it's gonna lash out at you. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Damn, Aldrich is rolling money right now.
Yeah, that. So the beam kind of crashes into you, and you feel sort of something taking hold in your mind, but you're able to sort of stand resolute, and it seemingly has no effect.
Okay.
And now it's Darcy's turn, and Darcy is going to see what happened to Darcy. She got paralyzed. Okay, so she cannot move and she can't do anything, so she is going to just repeat her saving throw, which Constitution. Do gnomes have advantage on Constitution saving throws? No, it's just intelligence. No, it's intelligence, charisma, and wisdom. Okay. Oh, wait, fuck.
No, it's advantage on...
It's intelligence, charisma, and wisdom saving throws against
Yes, yeah.
All right. Okay, so you kind of see her, like, she's like, you see her, like, you can see a fire in her eyes where she wants to fight through this. She wants to be in this fight. And all of a sudden, she kind of snaps out of it, and the magic breaks. And that's the end of her turn. And it's now Argyros' turn. Argyros is pissed. He's going to... bonus action. Okay. He's going to get advantage on this. He hits, and that is probably the end of this sucker. Okay. How much else does this thing have? All right, you see Argyros. He kind of lashes out with his rapier in a similar fashion to where he is clearly like deduced this thing's weaknesses and lashes out and stabs it, gets it right in the eye just as it's trying to move out of the way, and it takes a large amount of damage, and it looks really bad off, but it's kind of still standing. Whew. And again, it's your turn. You can make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of come to consciousness. You can have half your movement, but that's your action.
Did I take a bonus action? Cast a spell with a bonus action, more specifically?
Yeah, you can.
Hexing's a bad idea when she's about to go. So I would hold a hex to be cast on this guy over here. So I'm going to hold to cast hex on this if I can, until after I see the Night Fox go. And I think I'm going to stay where I am. Could I do the same thing Bud's doing? I mean, I guess that's metagaming. Gin would not have thought of that. He would get up, but I'm prone. I would wake up and just stay prone, and then just because I know this is a defensible spot, but I'm not going to play dead. I want to hold my action, and I think I'm done.
Okay.
But I mean, I didn't make any overt movements, so I don't know. If she can perceive that I'm clearly awake, then whatever. Because I'm like, there. How deep is this stairwell?
Did you stand up?
No, I didn't.
It's only
I
like
stayed
2 steps.
prone. I stayed prone because I want to stay prone because I'm in
Okay.
defensively.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. She's pretty high perception. Okay. All right. That's the end of your turn?
Yep.
Okay.
Those are some pretty high saving throws across the board.
Yeah, you motherfuckers.
You've defeated my specter.
If you had like incapacitated the entire party and like we had gone like one round where like more than half of us didn't get to go, that would have been fucking catastrophic.
Yeah. Okay. Oh dear. You see, the Night Fox looks at Darcy and she's like, you have a rather strong will, don't you, sweetheart? Let's test that. And you see Darcy's eyes kind of go wide as she makes a wisdom save. She has advantage on. Wow.
Will it be enough? The suspense is killing me.
Okay. All right. So her eyes kind of go wide for a second, but she again stands resolute. But she's still looking really tense, like something's going on. And the Night Fox kind of snickers. And is that all she's got? That's all she's got. Okay, that's the end of the turn, and it's now Mr. Bud's turn. What do you got?
I want to do
my hex
something.
would go active on. I would
Yes,
cast it.
yeah. So the hex is active on.
And I would choose, I guess, wisdom.
Yep.
So if I'm just prone, right? So what does it take
Yeah.
to get up?
Tap your movement to get up.
Okay. All right. I'm not gonna play dead anymore. I'm gonna get up.
Okay.
I don't think it's an advantage to me. I'm gonna get up and move next again.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna cast Chill Touch at the barrier.
Okay, make an attack roll.
At the berry.
Woo! Okay,
Another
okay.
crit.
Roll damage.
Chill Touch I think is a D8, but 2.
Is it 2d8?
Because he critted.
I critted.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, good point. Okay. Yeah, you see this. You kind of you make the attack, and Chill Touch hits, and you see the Night Fox's eyes kind of go narrow, and she's like, I've forgotten you solved my little puzzle, and the barrier turns blue.
Okay. It's the end of my turn.
Okay.
Sweet. Good job.
Aldrich, it's your turn.
Like, bud, how you doing?
I'm still blind.
Yeah.
But I
I
can
know.
hit a big barrier.
Yeah, I guess we would have I would have done my best to telepathically convey things.
Describe. Hey, there's
As-
two fucking
as it
horrifying
switched,
beasts.
but also the barrier is kind of scintillating with energy, so it's making a crackling sound that you would
Right.
you would recognize.
Oh, yeah,
and you
I'm
recognize
sure
her
I
voice,
can-
so you put two and two together. You're like, oh, she's got that fucking barrier up.
Yeah. As far as like the structure of the room, though, I would have done my best to convey that when we were in the forest and when we got switched over into
Go
this.
ahead and describe that monster in the middle to me.
Yeah.
Imagine being fucking blind knowing that that's
Yeah.
in the room somewhere.
Yeah, that's a little tough because those don't make sense. Those don't really make. I mean, you know where they are. 'Cause
No.
You know what they were talking about, and you heard Darcy describe they were beholder type creatures, and so
Yeah.
that would be that'd be rough on you.
Yeah.
Whenever you got hit by that grenade and you were blind, I was like, that'd be terrible.
Yeah, Gen sent you to your doom, almost.
How is the big boy looking?
Big boy's looking rough.
Okay. Aldrich is just going to firebolt the big boy.
Okay.
Holy
Holy
shit.
crap.
Yeah, you fire. Yeah, you
How do
fire.
we want to do
And
this?
then you hear a snicker, and you said, and a flash of blue light comes out of the Night Fox's eyes, and you hear, "Not so fast, sweetheart," as your spell dissipates into nothing.
What the fuck?
She counterspelled you.
Uh,
I'm going to ask what color the barrier is now, because I wouldn't know.
It's blue.
Yeah, you wouldn't know.
Okay.
well, Aldrich has a look of disappointment on his face as he ends his turn.
Throw your wand down.
Okay.
No,
Throw a fit.
I'm not gonna fucking do
Sorry,
that.
bud. That's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes.
Damn it.
Well, it's in the game.
I'm mad at Will IRL for that, but
Counterspell the crit.
regardless of the roll, that was my action. I was like, she's counterspelling whatever he does.
ah,
It goes to the spectator.
damn.
Stop trying to kill my monster, John.
I'm sorry, man.
You're only gonna give me one turn with it? All right. He kind of sneers and he's like, I will not succumb to these intruders. And Aldrich, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
No advantage on that. Oh my god.
Jesus Christ!
Holy
You fucking
shit.
kidding me?
Holy
Back the fuck up.
shit.
Unbelievable. It's karma.
We're the chosen
deserve
ones.
We're popping
All right.
off.
We
Well,
are
you
popping
still
off.
take 8 damage, so fuck you.
Okay.
As you see, like another one of those blackish red rays shoot out of one of the spectators' eyes, and it kind of catches Aldrich in his other shoulder, dealing what appears to be a good amount of damage to him. And now he's going to look at Bud, and seeing you had attacked the barrier where his mistress was, and he is going to shoot you with. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. You have advantage.
Okay. Damn it.
Damn.
12.
Yeah, so you see this kind of like blackish green ray lash out and hit Bud square in the face, and his knees start shaking and he's trembling. And Bud, you are frightened.
Yeah, I should be.
I'm gonna
So
like
it's
rub you on
frightening
the
I
back.
can't move closer.
No, I'm not gonna.
You can't move
I'll
close.
look
You
at
can't
it.
move closer to the spectator, and all attacks on it have disadvantage.
Yep.
And that's its turn. And it's Gazer's turn. Mr. Gazer 1 is going to look at Darcy. This thing's hanging on for dear life, and he is going to shoot one of those pale blue rays at Darcy, and she's going to make a dexterity saving throw. Oh, that wasn't with advantage, but she rolled a 21 on the first one. So you see her jump out of the way just in time, and she's able to dodge the ray. Frustrated, the Gazer's going to fire at her again. This time a sort of whitish ray kind of lashes out and catches Darcy square in the chest, and you see her go flying across the room. And she is pushed 30 feet to here.
30 feet. Damn.
And she is gonna make a dexterity saving throw. Okay, I should have rolled that on my character sheet, but she rolled a 3, so she's gonna take. She takes a little bit of damage. So she's knocked on her back and takes a little bit of damage. She doesn't seem too worse for wear. Next Gazer's turn. This Gazer's gonna take a step over here and sneer. Take a look again. Again, I need you to make a strength saving throw. Woo! Okay.
Oh no.
You see a similar kind of white ray. Flash into you as it catches you square in the chest, and you are pushed also 30 feet back. And
See ya,
make a dexterity
bud.
saving throw.
You said what? Now saving throw?
Make a dexterity
Dexterity.
saving throw.
Oh my.
You are knocked prone, and you take 3 damage.
And I have to make a Constitution to maintain concentration.
Yep. You make that.
3 damage. Okay.
Okay, it's Darcy's turn. Darcy's pissed. She's gonna get up and run half her movement, so she's gonna run right here, and she's gonna say "fuck you," and she's gonna toll the dead on the spectator, and the spectator's gonna make a wisdom saving throw, and he makes its DC. So the bell tolls, but the spectator seems unaffected by it. Darcy goes, "God damn it!" And it's Argyros' turn. Argyros is going to roll terribly. Wow, that's unbelievable. Okay. Wow, are you kidding me? Damn. He tried to use his analytical ability, rolled a 1, and then the spectator rolled a 5 for its deception, and then he attacked and rolled a 1. That's the second time that's happened with Argyros. Okay,
That sucks.
you see Argyros fucking try to hit this goddamn... He just goes comically wide with his rapier. It's very uncharacteristic of him, and it's Gen's turn.
We gotta kill that spectator. Argyros, I figured we'd be able to do it. It's gonna change my turn. I mean, I guess Bud and Aldrich are gonna go after me. Would I understand implicitly that she couldn't do another counterspell because she hasn't gone again? I would understand how reactions work, right?
Yeah, she's pretty busy right now.
Yeah.
She's like in the middle of counterspelling like Aldrich's turn, right, as this is going on.
Yep. That's
Like
what
you just saw her like cast the spell and she's focused on Aldrich. So yeah, you would like in the game you would see that she's not focused on you.
I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on the spectator.
Okay, and that's a what saving throw?
Wisdom.
Wisdom 3, 13. Does it take half damage?
Yep.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
Yes. There it is. But it doesn't move away. So like if it didn't, it succeeded, so it's taking half damage because he would get an opportunity attack on it.
Yeah, I'll let you say it succeeded.
Okay.
If that's how you want to do this. You can say
Okay.
it right
Okay.
away.
I would be shouting telepathically to Argyros, to be like, "Get ready, this thing's about to run," and then I would psychically batter it, which does a lot of damage to it. Maybe like, and then I would let you say how you want to do it with your NPC, on how Argyros, as this thing is getting battered psychically and it's like kind of shuddering, he just fucked up his attacks, so he gets redemption here.
You see Argyros say, "Okay, all right." You see Argyros nods, and as this thing is like rolling, he does like a turnaround backwards, like roundhouse kick, and he kicks it into the barrier, and you see this thing just kind of freeze solid as it hits this cold barrier,
Fuck yeah.
this blue barrier, and it falls to the ground. It shatters.
Fuck yeah.
And
I'd
there's
be
no
like,
more.
fucking sick, bro. I do the metal horns to Argyros.
he shoots your hang loose, and he's like, that was all you, bro.
So I'm gonna like get behind this pillar, did it from there, and then I'm gonna convey to Darcy that this thing is not very wise. This thing's not wise. Got my hex on it, and then I'm done.
Okay. It is now the Night Fox's turn, and she is pissed that you guys killed her monster.
Also, that would have been a level 2 Dissonant Whispers because I don't have level 1 spell slots anymore. So it would have been 6 more, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it died. It had its mind eroded from it while it was roundhouse kicked into a freezing barrier. So it is.
I can't imagine a better
death. It is extremely dead
for a spectator.
All right. The Night Fox started to sweat a little bit, and you see.
Can I see her sweat?
Make a perception check.
Well, can I smell it then? Because I can't see.
That's true.
No, you can't smell it. Oh, fuck, that's wrong.
Can I hear it?
I don't like to see that.
Targeting.
Oh, that's lucky because you're out of range.
Target acquired. Yeah, that thing actually helped me by knocking me back out of the fray. Although I should be in the fray because I have all my health. I don't know how everybody else is. I think everybody else has been hit.
Yeah, Darcy's okay. Okay, but I need you to make a wisdom saving throw with advantage.
Okay.
Okay, so you feel something just intrude, like aggressively into your mind, and it hurts your brain for a second, and you take. You take 4 damage.
That's all right. It's all right.
I'm strong.
And it's now your turn, Bud.
Okay. Bud's going to cast Firebolt at the barrier.
Okay.
Yep, that's right. That's right.
Roll attack.
Bud's going to use his lucky feat to re-roll the attack roll.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Wait, do you have lucky with
Lucky
Bud
feat? That's
and
fucking awesome.
Soraka?
Bud's going to use lucky again.
There's no way you can use
Wait,
Bud.
okay, hang on. Read me the lucky feat.
You have 3 luck points per long rest. Whenever you make an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw, or when an attack roll is made against you, you can spend 1 to roll an additional d20, and you choose which die to use. You can choose to spend luck points after you roll the die before the outcome.
That's so powerful. Like, that's incredibly
That's why
powerful.
lucky feat is good for everybody.
It's so
luck
good.
is good as shit.
I know, but that's like, it shouldn't be.
It's too good.
attack roll, saving
Wait,
throws,
no,
and
it's
attacks
not.
against you.
Lucky feat.
It's literally everything that can happen in the
anybody
game, you can
have
get a second chance on.
There's no reason anybody shouldn't have it.
Well, the thing is with taking feats versus ability score increases is like
Yeah.
ability score increases are fucking
Right.
powerful.
But I mean, you can take
Yeah,
lucky early.
Darcy has an intelligence 20.
Yeah, that's true.
But she also has the freaking book of like the far
I just
realm
like
lore.
lucky because
Yeah,
I
that's
get
true.
to roll more dice.
Okay, roll again.
Okay,
You can't
I'll
use
use
second
the
three
second
times.
point. I mean, my
There's no
first
way.
point was it doesn't say. You
Does it
can't.
not say? There's no way you can use it 3 times in one
That's
go.
what it says.
No, so I used one, and then I'll use another, and then I'll go with whatever happens.
It's worth
Alex, hey, okay, so you use the first one, and just keep in mind that you're shooting at a wall.
Right. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, whatever. I'm not taking my chances.
Okay, all right.
How does-
18? You hit the wall. Roll damage.
Well, but that's the thing. You have to decide before the outcome is determined. So
Yeah.
No, I know.
not worth it. Okay. What? Roll damage.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay, you see your firebolt crash into the barrier, and it sputters for a second, a little bit, but it's still there.
Okay.
Damn, all that.
I can use no, I can't. I could have re-rolled again for that, but I won't. I'll save my last lucky die up my shirt sleeve.
Okay.
How does that like work in the game? Like in terms of like game sense? Like if you like make an attack and you just re-roll
Have
it,
you
I guess
seen,
it's like
have you seen
it's
Deadpool
just like
2?
you were.
It's like the whatever that girl's name is, Bullseye or Domino. If y'all haven't seen the movie, then you
okay.
won't get the reference. But it's just like everything goes your way when you're lucky. Like things are just working out for you.
Yeah,
it's just
not,
like
it's
you're
not like
channeling. that.
I missed, but it redirects or whatever. It's just he's lucky. So even though he missaid a word, it came out in such a way that like it still came out correctly, and he like is able to shoot.
Yeah,
Or
it's
even
like,
though he's like stumbling, like he
Yeah,
even
if
though
you
he's
chose
stumbling while he's
divination,
shooting, he
if you
catches
chose-
himself in a strange way.
If you choose
Yeah, yeah.
divination as your wizard subclass, they get to do a similar thing because they can tell the future and they can like re-roll shit because of that. It's
That's
similar.
fine. Keep going.
It's purely just you're lucky. Like
Yeah.
even when you fuck up, you happen to get lucky and it works out for you.
You're like Mr. Magoo.
That's it.
Yeah. Everything's crashing behind me.
But it's
while
Mr.
I'm just, like,
Magoo's
wandering
blind.
across. I mean, it makes
It's
sense.
a really good feat.
It's almost too powerful. Chris Perkins or whoever designed that Miros is probably like, yeah, we fucked up with Lucky. We just can't undo it now. Like,
Okay. Aldrich, it's your turn.
I'm going to. Let me look at my spells really quick. I'm gonna cast Fireball at this one. Firebolt.
I'd say you don't have fireballs.
Fireball.
Bolt. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Firebolt ball.
Make an attack roll.
Uh.
How do you want to do this, John?
How do you want to do this, John?
Is it gonna kill it?
How do you want to do it?
Yes!
One
Fuck
else.
yeah!
Aldrich, after like losing his chance at the spectator.
What if she counters this?
Yeah. Okay. I
No,
wish
he
you'd
said
try
how you want to do
one
this.
too.
Well, he's locked into that. Do it.
Aldrich wants to treat this like the big baddie, and he like wants to celebrate afterwards. He's just gonna do a basic like aim for one of the eyeball, like the biggest eyeball you can see, just like singe it and like burn it to a crispy eyeball.
Mhm.
And then like
Okay.
I need to drink a potion as a bonus action, right? We can do that.
Yep. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah. He just wants to fire it like at the. I guess like I don't know if this one has a larger eyeball than the other ones, or is it just they're all the same? Or like any main ones?
It
Can't
has.
see.
Yeah, it has like a main eyeball.
Okay, he's going for that one then. That's
Okay.
perfect.
All right. Yeah, you see your bolt. It's kind of a weak firebolt, but it doesn't matter. This thing is like sputtering, and it hits it, and it kind of catches fire, and it's like screaming as it falls backwards into this sort of brazier, and it just is cooked.
Nice.
Love it.
And
It's
then
cooked.
potion of minor healing, 2d4 plus 1. Or 2. Is it 2d4 plus 1 or 2?
+2.
Plus 2. Okay.
All right. Aldrich has some health back. This gazer is now dead. There's one gazer left in the room. Having seen you kill his friend, and
Jesus really have friends. Come on.
make a dexterity saving throw, Aldrich.
Will
Son of a
it be
bitch!
enough?
All right.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a pale ray, and it again, this thing's been trying to hit you with this for a while, and you just can't seem to connect.
Nice.
And yeah, all right. What's the range on this second thing? Okay, and then seeing what Gen did to its papa. Gonna step up over here, and again, you need to make a wisdom saving throw, and you have disadvantage. Okay. You're charmed, and so your speed is halved, and you have disadvantage on all attack rolls.
Ooh, wait. I get advantage against being charmed. So that negates
Okay, so
my
it's the first one.
disadvantage.
Okay, so you take the first one.
That's it. For
Okay,
being
so
a
this,
dark elf.
this kind of okay. This pinkish ray. Yeah, it's pretty common to all elves, right?
It might be all elves, but yeah, I'm looking at my D&D Beyond right now. So I was looking at my saving throws earlier, and I have advantage against being charmed, and magic can't put me to sleep.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you see this pink ray kind of shoot out from this gazer at you, and it connects, and you feel sort of some tickles in your mind.
I
but
know
you
that
smirk
feeling.
as your detective insight and your use of charm on other people. You're very familiar with this feeling, and you are able to ward it off.
I'm like, actually, like I don't get it cast on me very often. It's usually the other way around. So like getting this taste of my own medicine, Gen's like kind of having an existential crisis. He's like, this is what I'm doing to people.
All right. Darcy is going to take a step forward and toll the dead on this hexed guy. Oh yeah.
Has it been damaged from what I can tell?
It has not been damaged
Yeah.
yet. So it's going to make a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage. And it does not save. And so Darcy is going to do... Wow, that's fucking terrible. Okay. All right, so Darcy does a little bit of damage. Her ethereal green bell kind of appears in her hand. She rings it. And you see the gazer kind of grrr, and it growls, like, master. But it's still okay.
Master!
And it's now Arios' turn. He's like, I'm fucking tired of these fucking beholder bitches in this fucking illusion
There it
stone
is.
room.
There it is. Yes.
And against his... Okay.
Fuck him up, Arm!
All right. He's got advantage. That hits. And I'm not going to roll the dice because he is almost certainly... Actually, whatever. I'll roll. Okay. Yep. Okay. That's enough of that. All right. Arios is like, God damn it! And he takes his rapier and he just rips right through this thing, straight through the back of into its eye, straight through its back, and it screams as it sputters, and it is dead.
Nice.
Well done.
And he looks up at Art. He looks up at the Night Fox. He's like, your monsters are dead. Surrender now. And she chuckles and she says, oh, I still have a few tricks up my sleeve.
Sure you do.
That's the end of his turn. Again, it's your turn.
So, maybe you can make me roll intelligence, or just give me like an implicit knowledge of it, but like, do I feel like I need to switch my hex, and do I feel like I could get it onto the Night Fox 90-foot range through the barrier? Because if I can't, then I want to hold that movement of concentrating on that spell until after the barrier's gone through the rest of the turns, if possible.
Yeah,
do I have an
You're not
understanding?
sure. You're not sure. This is a strange magic you're not really familiar with. Like this is a pretty unique magic she's utilizing to create this barrier.
Okay. In that case, Sacred Flame is radiant. That's the only fire-based spell I have. I'm gonna hold moving the hex if you'll allow me to do that, and with the condition being in the barrier leaving. And if the barrier doesn't go away before my next turn, then I guess hex would just dissipate, or that'd be your ruling. And I would cast Sacred Flame on the wall, which, let me see the range. I might have to move up 60 feet. So I gotta move up a little bit, I think. So I'll move here, and I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame, which is a Dex saving throw. Do you still want me to roll like an attack or something?
You can roll damage. It's a wall. It fails its dexterity saving throw.
The wall shifts around the attack.
Yeah, so you ignite your Sacred Flame, and you use this to slay undead before, and it seemingly has no effect on the barrier.
Okay. Yeah, I will.
What did Bud cast on the
Firebolt.
Firebolt? Okay.
Just Firebolt, but he only did 1 damage.
Yeah, and I will move back a little bit, right there, understanding the distance between us may be a little greater than what I know spells to do. Yeah, and then I'm done. But I'm holding my action with the bonus movement. With the hex movement.
Okay, it's her turn. What's she gonna do? She's gonna look at Aldrich again. Aldrich, you need to make a Wisdom saving throw with advantage.
Advantage. Oh my gosh.
Damn.
Okay, you take 8 damage.
I'm gonna shield. It's a reaction
Okay,
to
what
get
is
my
shielding?
arcane ward.
Don't you have to do that before damage? I don't know. I don't know the spell.
Well, so
Just read what it does.
one reaction when you're hit by an attack or targeted by the magic missile spell. Is that not an attack?
No, it's not an attack.
Okay.
Yeah, so you take 8 damage.
Sure.
I would say to her, I guess, on my turn, as I try to Sacred Flame the barrier, be like, what are you hoping to gain, Night Fox? Like, why are you fighting for Miros? You called him a chump earlier. You said higher powers? Explain. See how she responds to that.
She'd look at you and say, I'm guessing you've deduced who Miros works for, or thinks he works for. Those are the people I work for, not Miros. I occasionally do his bidding, but I'm not going to let you get much more than that out of me.
What do they want with us? Kind of rhetorically.
And she's she appears to be, she's kind of like in a ready pose right now. So, Bud, it's your turn.
I would want to insight check that answer, I guess, if I can, also.
Yeah, sure.
Uh,
You can't really tell one way or the other.
Rolls are working at all.
I'm gonna cast Firebolt at it.
Let's see it.
At the wall. Thank you.
Okay, that's it.
And that's a D2. Or
All right. With that, you see your spell lashes out, hits the wall, and the wall shimmers and changes to yellow. And it's crackling with, again, scintillating yellow energy.
Forgot
Anything else?
last time.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I honestly do not remember.
I don't. I know I did the other two also in the last that. I don't remember.
You did all of them, I'm pretty sure.
Who did the yellow?
I think
one?
the key lies,
No, I
lies with you.
I did Witch Bolt.
Right. Yeah, I think so. And which board? We're not discussing this.
Dylan doesn't
Yeah.
remember that. Gin would have remembered that unless you'd make me roll for it.
I mean, whoever did it would have remembered it.
Exactly, yeah.
I don't.
Gin would pride himself on remembering something like that, though. Like, a puzzle, like I would definitely... whatever. I mean, it doesn't matter. I don't know the thing that's going to do it for sure. Like, I don't deal with
I asked
walls.
what color it is now.
Yellow.
Or I asked if it worked.
Yellow.
Darcy would scream with yellow at you.
Okay.
So
All right.
she would say,
Okay.
"Good job, Bud."
Okay.
All right, Aldridge, you're up. Step up to the plate.
Aldrich gets his bat out, starts walking up to the plate.
Draws a cross
Warming
on the
up.
plate.
Yeah,
Let's do this.
he's been prepping this Witch Bolt
There's no
the entire
way.
time.
Like, unless it's a natty 1, like it was last time, there's no way this should miss. This is a spell
We'll see.
slot.
Yeah.
Will can do whatever he wants, but like,
Yeah.
damn, like
agree.
a wall right in front of you.
I mean,
Not why.
get as close as you can get.
Stand in the
I like-
rubble. Stand in the rubble of the spectator. Get in the icy rubble and just go point blank.
Stand on top
That's
of
a
it.
good
Intimidator. Stand
No, I
on
want to
top
stand
of it.
where I'm like, no, I don't know. I don't want to stand on the spectator, but I want to stand like, I'm actually going to move over here. So I can like get it past the spectator so I don't know, get distracted by it. It's, I don't know, being in front of me, I guess. trying to see what the spell attack would be. +6. All right, Witch Bolt. Here we go.
Woo!
Does that hit, Will?
All right. It would if
countered.
her eyes didn't glow blue and your spell didn't fizzle
Oh my
Oh,
God.
as she counterspells you once again.
What a nightmare.
And she just
Wow.
smirks and says, "Oh, you sweet summer child."
I'm
Can
a
you
higher
even cast
level
spells
than
this
you.
high of a level?
Yeah, I'm a higher level than you. Okay, do I know the Witch Bolt does necrotic? That seems rather obvious, right?
It does lightning, doesn't it?
Does it do like?
yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
it does lightning.
Oh shit, I didn't know that. Why is it called Witch Bolt then? I feel like it should do necrotic. It's weird. It should just be called Bolt.
It's just like chill touch.
Yeah, Chill Touch does
Chill
necrotic.
touch is actually necrotic.
But that kind of makes sense because necrotic's like you're dying, so like become
Right.
cold.
I mean, it makes sense, but we don't actually have like an ice spell or anything.
No. No Thunder Wave.
Me too.
Okay.
I'm not gonna
I'm
waste
gonna
it.
drink a potion as a bonus action.
How many potions?
Darcy's gonna
Yeah.
step up and she's gonna use. She's gonna cast Misty Step and try
Get
to
through that barrier.
Misty Step past the barrier.
Okay. This is a bad strat on like
Darcy's
Frost's
bad.
part.
Darcy, this is a bad
Like-
idea, Darcy.
No. On Night Fox, just like trapping yourself behind a thing.
Yeah, is there no discernible like exit over here? This is actually just empty, right? This is just a wall and shit, right? Or is it like look like a door?
There
We don't
appears
know
to be
that.
a door behind her.
There is a
Okay.
door. Okay. I feel like Misty Step's
Okay.
not gonna work, but I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, so she channels and she becomes Misty Ethereal, and then all of a sudden you see her appear right here as she's
I swear to God, if she's caught in
and
the
she's
fucking-
shocked and she gets buffeted back. She takes goddamn. There's that's good damage rolls, and she just glares at her and she says, "I don't have anything that can get through this." And that's her turn. Now it's Argyros' turn. Argyros just steps up and he says, "I also have nothing that can get through this," but he is going to hold his action.
Yep. Be like, I would telepathically say to him if I could, be like, prepare to throw a dagger as soon as this thing goes up, or
Yep.
however, whatever you need to do. I guess at this point, this would be like right before my turn again, so I would try to move the hex. As I was holding it, the barrier never went up, so I never got the chance to use it. So I try to throw a hex onto her, 90-foot range.
Yep. Yeah. You feel the hex move and feel some kind of blockage as you normally would, and the spell fizzles.
Okay, so I guess that spell's now gone.
Yep. And again, it's your turn.
Well, I know Thunder Wave, but I can't get there. So I'm not going to be able to do this. What I will do is hold my fucking action. Question is, what do I hold it with? Yeah, I'm going to move up a little bit and hold an Eldritch Blast to hit her as soon as it becomes possible to, as in the barrier goes up.
Okay. It is now her turn. And again, okay, so she is going to release the barrier. And I'm going to have Gen and Argyros make dexterity checks. Jesus Christ.
Dexterity check, as in something's happening to me as the barrier is released?
No, not necessarily to you. I'm just seeing how quickly you can respond to something she's going to do. Yeah. So Argyros flings his dagger. You release your Eldritch Blast. But all of a sudden, where she was, she is no longer there. And so she is going to cast Misty Step and arrive right here. And then you see her vanish.
Vanish in what way? Perception check?
Yeah, you can make a perception check. She just vanishes.
Mainly, like specifically, I'm looking for. Does this look like she magically vanished, or does it look like she went invisible?
Yeah, I know what you're looking for. And Aldrich, she turned invisible.
Okay.
At least it appears that way. Is there some way I can put something that only I can see on the board?
GM layer. If you go to the different layers, the GM layers that I'm pretty sure exactly. I don't use it that
Okay.
much. I need to, but yeah, that's what that does.
Can you guys see anything?
Nope, didn't see anything change on my screen.
Okay.
I am
Do
entered
we
the
have
game as a player because
Detect magic?
I'm honorable. Can we detect magic?
I didn't know if we had that as a. I don't think we do. Never mind.
I do.
I don't have detect magic.
Thought that was a normal wizard thing. Maybe not.
You mean Arcana check or the spell detect magic?
I thought. Well, maybe it was. I might be
But I
thinking of
don't-
a paladin with the detect thing, but yeah, I don't think wizards
No,
have it.
wizards don't
thing.
have like an always-on magic what's around me thing.
No,
Who's
no.
around me?
That's a first level spell.
And
Okay.
Yeah,
I
detect
have
magic's a
detect
spell you
magic,
have
but
to
it's
learn.
only- you see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic.
Visible.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's only like seeing like a inanimate thing or whatever.
Something that could see an
happens to
invisible
be.
person is something like
Yeah.
true sight.
So with that perception check, I know she's invisible, but I don't get an estimate of where she's at. I just know she turned invisible.
Yep.
Presumably in the same place she just was.
Maybe.
Is there a door? Are there two exits? One here and one here, or is this the main?
So
exit?
there's one exit right here, which is kind of where you guys came in. So in the bottom, like
Oh.
in the southwest corner of the room,
Right.
and there appears to be a door, or like a door to a stairway leading up this way.
Okay. Okay. I mean, we should keep someone blocking this way for sure. Okay.
Are we still in initiative order, or is it kind of?
Wait, I was looking at something else. But did you just explain that we're going to try to get out the door?
No. I'm saying we need to
Block the door.
like we know. Yeah,
Yeah.
we need to block this.
'Cause I was
What's
gonna
on the
do
other
that,
end over here
but-
that we can see? Like, she moved out of that square and not towards the door, so
Right.
she's heading this
Right.
way. What's over here?
Right.
Yeah, it looks like a door.
Okay, so we need to head that way if we're going to try to cut her off.
Both ways.
Yeah, I mean, she might double back. That's true. So we could do
Well,
both.
we just don't know.
Yeah. So it's Bud's turn now?
Yep.
Yes, it is. I'm trying to think of the biggest AoE thing I can do. I can't see anything that you can see, that you can see, that you can see. Okay, I'm gonna.
Oh shit!
What?
Sorry, I'm just checking something. Oh god. Darcy had to do something before her last turn, and she did not succeed on it. Oh my gosh. Retcon alert.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah, so you see Darcy kind of grab her head and scream as something horrible is happening. She kind of falls to one knee, so she actually didn't get a chance to. Well, yeah, she did actually. It was after she had taken the damage from going into the wall, and she took. She appears to be like dazed and is kind of like holding her head and feels terrible.
Okay.
What was that in
That's
response
just
to?
You saw what appeared to be some kind of spell be cast on her when it looked like she was terrified of something at first, and she was still intensely staring at something, but she appeared to like stay resolute.
And this was something the Night Fox did to her.
That was something the Night Fox did on her previous turn.
Okay.
All right, is it Bud's turn?
Yeah, it's Bud's turn.
Buddy boy. Okay.
Let's see it, Magoo.
So 15-foot cube. These are all 5, right?
Yep.
So we're talking. Okay. Bud's gonna move here.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna cast Thunderwave back in this general direction.
I think Thunderwave emanates
It's
from
on you, so
Right.
you have to
from,
position
from
yourself.
me
Yeah.
plus, but in a 15-foot cube outwards from me, like in that direction.
I think it's like
Each creature
this
in a-
big. That's
So
10
each
feet, but
creature
it's
in a
3
15-foot
cubes
cube
across.
originating from you.
Why does it say 2 squares across? Is that diagonally? It's only...
What's 2 squares from the origins?
edge
Oh, yeah,
of me.
okay.
So 15. Is it from?
Thank you.
I think it's yeah. It's only a little bit of space.
It's
around
like
it.
it's the whole like thing around you.
Oh, it's around and okay. I didn't know if it was like.
Well, it's a
yeah.
square.
The whole cube itself is like 15 feet.
Gotcha.
15 feet
fuck.
diameter. Or,
Okay, that's not. I was thinking it was more like what's the was it like cinder sweep or something where it's like more like a cone in front of you. Okay, never mind. I mean that's okay. Then what I'm gonna do. Where was I? I was here. I think I was right here. Or right here.
Yeah, you were over there.
Okay, I'm actually gonna move. I'm gonna move to the center here and cast Thunderwave.
Okay. What's the DC on that?
Thunderwave. You got to be a 13 Constitution. On a failed save, you take 2d8 and push 10 feet away from you. On successful, you take half as much damage. And
And is it pushed?
15-foot cube around me. Yeah.
Okay. Bud and Gan, you hear an oof.
yeah,
As,
Gen's like with this with his ears. He's like,
As and how far is she pushed?
10 feet.
Okay.
yeah. What does my passive perception pick up as far as like where she would have like landed from the sound?
You hear something fall
Should be
down
next to you.
really close to you.
Yep.
Right here. And
Where'd
roll
you
damage
think?
on that.
Right here.
Roll,
sorry.
what is it?
Right
Is
here.
it- oh, okay, so it's a 2d8. 8.
Yeah, you hear a grunt that she tries to stifle it, but you definitely heard something.
Gen's
land
making
right
a
next to you.
mental note, like Batman detective
Doesn't
mode.
lose her invisibility.
It does not.
So I guess Gen and
She would.
Bud are aware, or like Aldrich and Darcy aware of her position, or no?
No, you're not.
Okay.
You were far enough away to where you couldn't quite hear what she landed, but
Sure.
I
did
would
hear a
just
grunt.
telepathically say like she's near me. She's right before me. That's all I
Okay.
would be
Who
able
are you,
to
who are you saying that to?
I guess knowing Aldrich and Darcy are coming right after me, I would say it to Aldrich. One or the other, I would say it to Aldrich.
All right. That is now Aldrich's turn.
Okay. So I know it's near Gen, but I don't know where.
No, that box I put is
Hey,
only
Aldrich,
Gen knows that.
did you take a potion?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I drank
Yeah,
both
sorry.
my potions, yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm cheating. Well, I mean, I want to cast a spell in that general area, but I know I don't know where the location is.
Yep.
Yep.
You can just point out an area to the map of me, and you can cast it there, and I'll let you know.
Well, like I see.
Yeah, I put that box there, but that's only Gin knows. Like, you just know it's near Gin, but it's probably not like it's not on my position. So it's just it's near me. So you know.
Well,
in this
I mean,
area.
I don't know how to dispense belief and like.
All you
be
say,
like, oh,
you say,
Aldrich
John,
is
I'm
gonna
shooting
fire.
it. You say, Will, I'm shooting it in this area.
All right. Yeah. Roll a d20.
Okay.
Okay. What were you planning on doing?
I wanted to cast create bonfire, so that's why I was trying to choose a position, but it's hard to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're pretty sure Gen was talking right here.
So bonfire would happen regardless. He's just putting it in like not the perfect spot.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right.
So we'll do that.
But if that happens, that changes what I'm going to do and could potentially help me. So that's cool. Like bonfire, that's good. I like that. I like that.
So yeah, if I assumed Gen meant there, I would
So
put
draw
bonfire there.
that bonfire, my guy.
Oh shit! I forgot about that. Let me get out the old paintbrush.
Nice. It's actually well drawn.
Okay. I need some logs. I'm done with my turn, by the way. Sorry, didn't mean to.
It's Darcy's turn now.
This time.
It's Darcy's turn. Darcy, not quite sure where she is. What's she gonna do? What's she have? Oh shit. Okay. Darcy's gonna run over here. Seeing that the bonfire is not doing anything, she's gonna pull out a little bag of sand and she's gonna throw it.
She's got a little bag of sand.
Yeah, she's got a little bag of sand. I just checked her inventory.
Dang, yeah, I checked mine for it. I didn't have anything. I was thinking if I was gonna maybe have
think-
some like flour.
I think
in
she's
my
got it
mess.
because of her. I think she's got it because of her background or something.
Yeah.
Because she's a sailor, so maybe it's used to weight stuff. Yeah, so she throws it out of this area and just covers like a little bit of something.
So we see sand hit her form.
Yeah, but it's hard to see. Darcy can see it, but
I'm just gonna say out loud, knowing she's right next to me. Like, looks like you're running out of tricks, Night Fox.
Have you said something already when it wasn't your turn this round?
Telepathically.
Whatever, I'll let you have that.
Telepathically,
Whatever, I'll
I
let
said
you have
something to Aldrich. Yeah.
Whatever, I'll let you have it. She doesn't respond. And Darcy's gonna made this. Darcy's going to finish her movement going this way, and she's gonna make another wisdom saving throw.
What is the deal with her?
All right, she saves. She's kind of, her eyes are wide. She's kind of shaking, but she's able to stave off, and she's okay. She may have had Phantasmal Killer cast on her.
Jesus, that's terrible. Darcy was dealing with this for like how many turns? We didn't know.
It was only 2 turns, but and that's Darcy's turn.
So is it my turn? Or Argus' turn?
Sorry, it's Argus's turn. Yeah, I accidentally kicked it twice. Oh, he's just that speedy. He runs up kind of in the direction of Darcy and sees. Let's see. He's a perceptive motherfucker. Yeah, he sees the sand-covered feet, and he's going to. Actually, I'm not gonna let him do this. He's invisible. He's just gonna make a straight up attack, and he's gonna stab at her.
Can't inquire about what you can't see.
Correct. Oh, that's max damage, baby.
Jeez.
And you hear another grunt as a little bit of blood falls onto the floor in that space as he is struck true.
Okay. After I see that, and it's my action now, I'm going to position myself over here on the other side of her.
Yep.
And ready to cast my final spell slot, a level 2 Thunderwave. Or I guess, is Thunderwave already a level 2 spell? No, it's level 1.
No, it's level 1.
And I see I don't know how Thunderwave, I guess I've never even used it. But, I mean, I have, but I haven't recently. There's electricity coming out of my hands, and I'm going to say to her as, I can't see her, but I know she's there. I'm going to say, look, just surrender, and we won't kill you. We'll bring you in. Please just work with us right before I cast it and see if she responds, and then I'm going to Thunderwave. If she doesn't respond, then I'll just do
She kind of coughed, and she said, "Go to hell."
Always with those responses. And I'm going to be like, shh.
Okay. What's the DC? 13?
13. Holy shit. That's a lot of damage.
Oh my god.
That's
Jeez.
so much damage. That's nearly max.
Roll the natural 1.
Get in that bonfire. She's going to pass through the bonfire. But yeah.
He's gonna pass through the bonfire. Okay, so
Holy shit.
all right, I gotta look at some stuff. Jesus Christ, hang on.
You should have listened to me, Night Fox.
So that's what 22 damage? No, 24 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, John, roll damage on the bonfire.
I hate to do this, Fox. As I just released this electrical pulse. D8, D6.
She just rolled.
Is it
dexterity
6?
saving throw. Okay.
That's D8, yeah.
No, I was just saying you rolled
she-
a 6. Yeah.
She doesn't
Oh, yeah.
take
It's
damage.
nearly
She
max.
doesn't take damage if she saves from the bonfire, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
No, wait. Let me check.
There's no way a cantrip lets you do half damage.
Yeah. If it's a cantrip, she definitely doesn't take damage.
Yes, she does not take damage.
Okay.
So she saved. It was 13.
Yeah, she rolled a natural 20.
She rolled a natural 1 and then a natural 20. Wow.
Yeah, which is ridiculous. Okay,
That's my last spell slot, but that definitely counted.
Yeah, that you hear a vicious grunt. She's kind of like. Ugh.
I didn't want to do that, but you're forcing my hand.
It's now her turn, and
I mean, I guess if I could continue moving after I went, right? I wouldn't stay in that spot. I would get out of the way. I would get as far away from Argyros if she was going to do AoE, because I know she's been doing that. So
okay,
I'd get right there.
My drawing shapes.
So now by Gin's little Batman tracker, she's right here.
Yeah, and you see the first thing you see on her turn is the sand shakes off her, and you can't see her anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Darcy.
That's the Splinter Cell's little shadow, last known position.
Okay. Again, make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Okay, again, you take 16 damage as you feel just searing pain into like the base of your skull as it's going into your brain. It just like feels like your brain is being scrambled.
Jeez, what do I feel like this is?
You feel like
It's a
someone has
psychic
cast some
damage.
kind of powerful spell in your mind, but you're not. Yeah, you can make an Arcana check with disadvantage because your mind's getting fucked.
But
up
like,
right now.
I would know psychic damage because that's like my thing. I just want to know if it's
Yeah.
psychic.
It is psychic damage.
Okay. As far as like the spell, do I feel any after effects after that?
You feel like something is aware of your presence.
Ah, fuck! It's in my head, guys.
Get out of my fucking head!
Yeah. That's
Okay.
exactly what I said. John said it for me.
Okay. Now,
That was a Westworld
Bud's turn.
reference, right?
Yeah, I was trying to remember what that was from. I just remember
I
that.
was trying to think of it. I was like, I know
Yeah.
that was a thing that I saw recently. It's Bernard.
Yeah, same here. I couldn't think of it. I just knew what the line was.
Bernard acts the hell out of that scene.
So are we? Would I still know where she is, or would I know at all, being out here in the middle?
You know her last known surroundings are likely somewhere in this vicinity.
All right.
Am I still on?
Yeah, I
No,
didn't
sorry,
see
you
that.
couldn't see that here. Where that pink square is.
Okay. But I mean, I'd be in. Argyros
Actually,
would be in danger of me
make a perception
firing
check,
off
bud.
a blind spell. 14.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, you're not sure where she is.
Okay. I'm gonna ready firebolt until I know, until I would be able to get like a better grasp of where she is.
Okay.
I don't want to hit anybody. So the second somebody knows like that she's in a corner or like where she is, then I'm just gonna like fire it off.
Yep.
Actually, bud, you heard someone run by you. She's hurt enough to where you hear some labored breathing.
And where is that? Where am I hearing that? This
She
way?
ran by in this direction. She was
Okay.
like, you heard footsteps right there,
Okay.
and it was running in a direction that was kind of to the other side of the room. So towards like here, it was like
Left or
it
right?
seemed like she was running this way.
Okay.
Oh, okay, just straight up and down.
Bud
But none of
sticks
us
his
know
foot
that.
out.
Yeah, you stick your foot out, and you don't catch anything.
It's like 36 seconds after.
So I mean, so I would have time. Like if I hear her running, if I hear footsteps, because I mean, that's all I have right now is hearing. So I'd be able to cast like a spell and reaction type of thing.
Not as reaction, no.
Well, I mean, so,
you have a general sense that maybe she's somewhere on.
so you're telling me this
that
before
bottom
my
side of the
turn
room.
or after I've already passed my turn?
This is her movement on her turn.
Okay.
So I'm saying, okay, so you have the firebolt ready. So I'm saying that you can have your turn back. You don't necessarily have to ready your action.
Okay.
If you want to fire a firebolt in a general direction, I can let you know.
I mean, I would cast if she's gonna run towards me, and I kind of know that she's more in my direction somewhere, then I'm gonna cast a Thunderwave. Like I'm gonna step into her. I mean, as far as I can tell, closer to the sound of footsteps and cast Thunderwave again.
Okay, so where are you stepping? You heard footsteps this way right there. That's the closest point they were, and they were heading in this direction.
Okay. Then I would move. I'm gonna move like into this general area.
Okay.
Like probably like here.
Okay.
Like I would sidestep and cast Thunderwave.
Let's see it.
Right, so you're right there.
Yeah.
Okay. You cast Thunderwave, and you don't hear anything.
Okay, damn it.
And Aldrich, it's your turn.
Okay. Do I have any knowledge of position?
He would have seen what he just did, right?
I mean,
Yeah,
just,
you saw Bud cast a Thunderwave right here, so you think maybe for some reason, he has an idea that she's somewhere in, whatever, this vicinity.
yeah. I mean,
But you're not.
Thunderwave doesn't really give me much to work with.
Yeah, exactly. So you're not really sure.
Aldrich just like slightly confused because he's running for the door and now she's just like running into a wall. I don't know what he's gonna do. So the doors at both sides of the room, are they just standard doors?
Oak door.
One is one appears to have some kind of intricate lock on it, and that's the one over here.
Mm-hmm. Okay. If I cast Ray of Frost on a door, would that kind of like freeze it over, or would it damage the door?
You're trying to Mr. Freeze the door?
It would more than likely just damage the door. I mean, in order to freeze a door over, you need a more powerful spell like Wall of Ice or something.
Not like freeze the door. I mean like freeze like the handle or the lock area. Like, does that make sense?
So are you trying to make it like just harder to open the door?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you can do that.
Okay. I'll do that on this door because it's closer to me, and I assume after, or I guess while I'm doing this, I just want to yell to the rest of the party like, I'm gonna seal this exit. Y'all try to seal the other one in some way. So attack roll for Ray of Frost, right?
Yep. Okay. Yeah, you do a pretty good job. You kind of shoot a pretty potent Ray of Frost beam onto the door, and it kind of ices. It's shards of like ice are kind of all over it. And it looks pretty slippery and like it might be a little harder to open.
Ooh. Okay. After that, I'm gonna move a little bit. No, I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna stay here.
Okay. All right. It's Darcy's turn. Okay. It's Darcy's turn.
Is everyone else back? I don't know.
Alex, you back?
Is Alex back?
I never left.
All right.
Alex never left. Fucking locked in. I thought that Thunderwave was going to hit for sure.
Yeah, I should have moved farther, but darn.
I would motion, or I would say to Argyros mentally, like, I still want to bring her in alive. If possible, let's just try to restrain her and capture her, or knock her unconscious. I have a plan. I know exactly what I'm going to do on my turn.
Darcy's got a little different idea.
I'm gonna kill her.
Darcy saw what Bud did, and she's gonna run this way, and she's gonna say, Bud, which direction was she going?
I think she ran by me this way, and I missed her. So I think she's in this area.
Okay.
She's closer to here. I missed her around me,
Okay.
but I think she's over here.
All right. Darcy's pretty pissed at this chick. She's gonna she's gonna use a spell slot, and she's gonna cast Shatter.
Man.
All right. She's gonna cast it, and
Do we see a blue light emanate from her eyes?
she's out of spell slots, my guy. Oh no! She's thrown the wall. And you hear a screech as Shatter echoes across the stone, and suddenly a limp form falls visible. She was at 1 hit point. I'm not going to roll damage.
Surely she gets death saving throws. Damn it, I had a line I was going to say. I had a line.
You've had enough lines.
Yeah.
No. I would, okay, I'll just... Okay, here's how we can RP this. Hold on.
Alex, man.
No, you'll like this, Will. Okay, as I'm... So we're like 6 seconds apart, but really milliseconds because it's happening at the same time. So I'm actually going to use a charge of it. I was going to cast the web spell over here, like near this doorway, because I was assuming that's where she was heading. So I was going to cast that like on the door. It's a 20-foot radius, so it's pretty big, on the door and the surrounding area. And I saw what Aldrich did on the other area, where he was Ray of Frosting the other door. And I'm going to say like, all right, Night Fox. It's like, you've lost, and worse than that, you failed the Syndicate and Miros, and you should surrender because we'll be much more lenient than the Syndicate with you. And as I'm saying this, you're casting Shatter and fucking murdering her ass. That's what I was
Darcy had
say.
other plans. Darcy watched
But it was fine.
a little girl lose her mother, and
I
some
wanted
backstory
to
stuff.
rot in a jail cell.
So when Aldrich sees
Yeah, I know.
her like dead body on the ground, He wants to say, yeah, counterspell that.
All right, that happens. Yeah, you see her head just like she emanates a scream as she becomes visible, and her greater invisibility fades as she falls to the ground, bleeding out of the eyes and ears.
And I'm like, oh. She was going to surrender, Darcy, maybe?
Is no more.
She's already used like Misty Step and Invisibility and a bunch of other shit. Nobody's gonna be able to keep her in a prison.
We knock her unconscious, and then they have magical barriers, anti-magic fields that can fix that right up.
An expert in.
I'm sure that they could hold her. There's prisons for wizards.
So I gotta know this. Did Alex or Bud say?
Yeah, totally.
Too much already.
What?
Did Alex or Bud say?
Bud shushed
too much.
He gave him his creepy eyes, or lack of eyes.
Wait, what happened?
Wait, what are you saying?
I'm saying Bud shushed Gin when Gin was trying to get in the last word.
No, she definitely heard it. I wanted her to.
decide that.
Well, Will can, but I wanted her to hear that she had an out and she didn't take it.
White noise that drowned you out.
She had an out and she didn't take it, and she knew that.
Oh, boy. She heard like the first part of your sentence, but then was busy having her brain destroyed by your shattering.
Blood filled her ears.
Fuck, guys, what have you done? And I'm gonna go up and like search her body.
Darcy's just gonna shrug. She's like, "Look, I wasn't super wild about killing her, but I was much more worried about her getting away.
I mean, she would have
after what she was responsible for, and she almost killed me multiple times in that fight.
Yeah,
I understand that, but we're better than our enemies. At least I like to believe that. We have the moral high ground.
We still do.
Well, we do, but we could have been a little higher on that. I am searching her body, though.
Darcy would look at you at this point. It would, like, fire in her eyes. She's like, tell that to that kid's dead mother. And she'd kind of shake her head and walk away.
Well, maybe we can. You're a necromancer. No, I'm joking.
God.
Gin's got a dark sense of humor. He doesn't bring it out often, but when he does, he's like, fuck, I knew that wasn't the time for that. I'm sorry. Does she have anything on her?
Appreciate that. Yeah, she's got some loot, guys.
Yeah.
Her investigation.
She fucking does, baby.
Give me her wand of counterspell.
Did an exotic drop for me?
Let's do need rolls for loot.
Yeah, do we need
rolls?
rolls?
A green set piece. 2 set piece.
I had this up and I forgot to put it up. She's got a.
I'm gonna go ahead and give me another staff of the adder. I'm gonna.
You haven't even used that bad boy yet.
Pissed.
You should have swung the staff of the adder out to try to trip her.
That's exactly what would drop. It's just another staff of the adder.
No, we're not playing Diablo. That's what separates this shit. That's what makes this shit way better.
Let's just learn this dungeon. Let's come back to it till we get the good loot.
Yeah, let's rerun it.
Just reset the.
Do Miros runs. It's like Bale runs. We're doing Miros runs tonight. We're doing Miros' tower again.
We don't do it fast as fuck.
We get
second time through.
Yeah.
Yeah, speed run it.
Run past all those.
All right, give
I'm
me
gonna
the good
vault
will.
for the entire time.
All right.
Enough bullshit.
All right. So she had a ring of spell storing.
Ooh, guess who has the least spell slots out of all of us by far?
And she also had 800 gold on her. She was pretty wealthy.
Jeez.
You guys are raking it in.
Carrying that around.
Yo.
That means that's what she carries around as like spending money. She's like way rich.
Yeah, I mean, she has like a private, basically weird illusory suite, basically one of the nicest places in Tribal Nestra. So you get the sense that maybe she's probably pretty well.
Can Bud use
now that we know
luck
she's
point
dead?
To see if she has a bag of holding as well?
Can we go? Do we know where she lives?
No, you don't know.
I don't know why we know that. Can Bud use a luck point to see if she has a bag of holding on her?
Does she have an ID that has?
Let's get a reroll. Nah, Ring of Spell Storing.
No, she does not have a bag of holding.
So you choose the spells that's in the Ring of Spell Storing. It says GM.
Yeah, you store. It's. I think it's. Oh, I choose them.
It says GM, chosen by GM. It contains 1d6 - 1 levels of stored spells chosen by GM. Unless you want us to choose, you can do whatever you want.
Okay, so the ring is empty, but you can cast spells to store them.
Oh, you cast spells to store them?
Yeah. So like, if you wanted to like before a short rest, like you, Dylan, could cast, like Gen could cast spells into the ring and it would store them, and then after the short rest he'd get his spell slots back and you would essentially have more spell slots.
Double. Okay.
And the ring has 3 spell slots.
Sweet. 1st through 5th level. Well, for the aforementioned reason of my lack of spell slots, I would want to take this unless somebody else wanted it really, really bad.
Aldrich's kind of upset because you got the bazooka already, but
The bazooka that we have, we can't use. You literally have a spell book where you can learn any spell in the game. You can't talk right now.
Aldrich.
Darcy,
That's actually a
Darcy
purple.
yeah, she was like,
The Codex
Darcy
Copius and the
that's even out
Verislaws
again.
are actually purples. Like, those are fucking homebrew bullshit items. This is a D&D 5e normal. This is rare. It does require attunement.
yeah, it's a
We
nice
rolled-
item.
We rolled pretty low. I mean, I guess you rolled a 1d6 minus 1. You rolled a 4, so that has 3.
Yep.
Okay. It's middle of the road. Sweet.
And after that fight, you guys are all level 5, my dudes. That was a pretty hairy. That was a pretty hairy fight.
What?
No,
Specters.
Who gets the game ball?
Ah.
Okay.
Who does get the game ball?
I don't know who gets the game
You don't
ball.
have to get
Everybody
the game
did
ball.
some good stuff there.
I mean,
Yeah,
that
no,
last
the
attack, I didn't do that much
that
damage
fucking-
to the Spectre. Like, I got the last blow on it. I know everybody else did more damage to it, mainly Argyros. Argyros probably gets to every game ball, but if Argyros not counted, the little
Actually, Argyros
Thunder
had a
Wave,
bad game. Argyros didn't.
well, he got at least one on the Spectre. That
He
did a
did. He
lot.
got one sneak attack. He got like one analytical sneak attack on
that
him.
Thunder Wave that I got.
But that
on
Thunder Wave
her
though, that
was
put, that
fucking
literally put her at
powerful.
1 health point. That put her at 1 health point, and Bud, you were 1 square away from Thunder Wave there.
Yeah, I know.
And that would have killed her instantly. I was like, all
That's-
right,
oh, it's
how do you wanna do
perfect.
this?
Again, set up the perfect capture. She was at 1 health. If you hadn't have shattered, she would have surrendered, and we'd have her alive. I know that. Gin
I
knows
know.
it in his heart.
Darcy was seeing red with this chick though.
Oh, 1 health. It's perfect. Because then I could have just vicious mockery if she tried to run. Damn. Oh, well. Man, I need more Dissonant Whispers. I'm about to
But
pack
she's
this
also
bitch
still,
full of
she's
Dissonant
also
Whispers.
still like had a greater invisibility still on her, and
Yeah, but the one door was
I'll
going to be...
I'll peel back the curtain for you a little bit. If you didn't find her, she was going to use Fog Cloud and run the fuck away.
That's fine. We
Yeah.
could meet up with her again. No, she's going to Fog Cloud through the wall or Fog Cloud through the... I guess Fog Cloud doesn't matter.
She was going to
There's
Fog
a-
Cloud
there's a
towards the
web.
point where it was going to make it much harder to find her.
Yeah. Well, we had a web on one door and Mr. Freeze the other door, but it doesn't matter. It's a moot point. Okay, so we're all level 5 right now. So how are we going to rule this since we're in the middle of the dungeon?
I would say you do not get new spells, but you
Same
can,
way and into Fate, yeah.
Yeah, you would get, if you have ability and score increases, which I think Gen does, assuming you level up Warlock, then you would get those.
I'm actually not leveling up Warlock. Maybe I should just for that. I was planning on doing Sorcerer.
What happens at
Well,
level 5?
I mean, do whatever you
when
want.
Which one I want. Yeah, I don't know.
If you were doing the Sorcerer, is that when you get meta magic?
Level 2 probably. Yeah, I'm level 3.
Yeah, I would say anything. The only thing I'm not going to let you have is new spells.
Spells,
So you
yeah.
get all the other benefits of leveling up. So if you got your meta magic at that level,
Do we
I'd
get
let
the
you have
extra
meta magic.
damage on cantrips as well?
Yeah.
Sweet.
And for the wizards who are all, unless you're multi-classing, I think your proficiency bonus goes up, so your DC goes up 1 too.
Shit, yeah.
And after this, we're gonna have access to 3rd level spell.
Nice. Aldrich is really happy with his performance in that fight. I mean, he didn't
You took a lot of
Aldrich
damage.
got
do any
burned several
home
times.
runs, but like,
took a lot of
you were
damage.
also like, I mean, you took a lot of damage, and you also burned 2 of her counter spells, which are 3rd level spells.
yeah.
Well, you
That
finally
night
lived up to
dodged,
your
like,
role.
half of the stuff that
You lived up to your role as a tank.
I just rolled well. I didn't actually. I mean, I
No,
guess
you
I
took a
couldn't
lot
cast
of
shield.
damage, though.
Yeah, but I was kind of relying. I forgot that shield had to be an attack. I didn't know that. I was kind of like holding it because I was like, oh, I'll just shield to gain a bunch of HP back, but I could have screwed me
Yeah, you
over.
can't really shield someone trying to stab a psychic spike in your mind.
Yeah, I could try. It probably just wouldn't work like it did, but
Yeah.
it worked out. Though.
So,
We're finishing this out, my guy.
We can take a little
If you're
break,
not
though,
in,
we
you're
can
out, John.
Grab
It's as
something.
simple as that.